It should be live, but we don't have players yet, so let's see. I imagine that the game is probably louder than I am. Yes, I am live. Hello, Skylord5816. Can you hear me all right? Is the game louder than me? Tell me what needs to be changed. And I will make it happen. Maybe move this down here. Looks better. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. I can move the mic closer to my face as well. It's a brilliant idea. Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Game hasn't made it. Oh, well, that's a problem. It's making sounds for me. How about now? Should be able to hear the game now. Yeah, no, I had the wrong setting. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, the music is quiet right now. How about if I click around in the UI a bit? Oop. Collection has to load. Testing, testing. I could go into a replay too. Okay, so how about now? Are the game sounds kind of alright? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I could join Doctor. Hi, Doctor.
I'm gonna if there's an echo. I have headphones in right now. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I had to turn you up, but now I can hear you okay.
Oh my god, I'm putting headphones in. I'm putting headphones in. You guys are like... Ah. Sorry, that was me reaching under my desk for my headphones.
It's okay.
Oh. Yeah, so I'm probably going to take headphones off for the stream. But...
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. I'm building in a simulator.
Alright, so the simulator looks good.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure that the game is like the right volume compared to my voice, right? Like when there's a big fight, I don't want to be canceled out by the game.
Yeah, for sure. I can let you know how it is. I'll leave the stream or the chat.
I don't know how to make the replays go faster in the game heart thing. Equals. Excellent. Yes, it is plus and minus. Or equals and minus. So let's go until some action happens. Oh, there's hotkeys here. Oh. Apparently, go slower isn't what I thought it was. I'll do this. Alright, so right now there is a push on my third base in this replay. How do I sound? Can you hear me okay? Doctor, can you try talking to Kip? Oh, I don't know if he's still here. Does it sound alright? Is everything the right volume? It's kind of loud for me, but if it sounds okay for you guys, game sound might be a little high. We can do something about that. How about now? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Is it better now? Much better? Excellent. Alright, cool. I'm satisfied then.
Yep. Okay, that looks good.
Hi, Cryptius. I can't keep admins out of this channel. I set it at max 2.
No, that's fine. So yeah, I don't know what you want to do with the stream in terms of like keeping people out during the games, or whether you just want to jump in the other channel after the game.
Yeah, so I set this channel as max 2. So one person can be in here besides me, or as many people as admins move in here.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not sure what Ketroc's going to do, but like I can jump in for the first game, or Doctor can do that. Up to you guys.
He just left the channel. I don't know where he went, but yeah, I don't care who casts with me. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Whoever wants to.
All right. Well, I'll do the first game, and then if Ketroc comes in, then he can jump in and cast the other games.
Or if anyone else wants to, like while you're playing,
Yeah.
because you and Doctor are gonna play. So if Infi or Polly want to cast, they can also cast.
Yep. So first map is Eternal Empire. I can jump on that if you like.
Make it with game heart. Do you know how to do that?
I don't, but if you want to do that, then you make it.
Okay, make me party lead.
Second. There you go. You are party leader.
You said Eternal Empire.
Yes, that's first game.
Alright, I can get rid of my massive starting soon text.
Awesome.
It's Infi versus Polly. I guess match history doesn't really matter.
Okay, I'm joining.
How many casters do we have? I don't want too many.
If you guys just want to cast, I'll do warm-up games then.
No, if you and HJX want to cast first game, then like we can play later, and then like I can jump on between the games.
Yeah, I gotta do warm-up games at some point anyway, so it's just...
yeah, go warm up, you're fine. I just don't want too many people casting at once, because it becomes a mess.
Yeah, more than 2 is... it gets challenging.
Yeah.
Okay, I will mute myself, but also watch the stream until I play.
Cool.
Let me know if you want me to cast the game.
Alright.
Alright, that's good. I think we're good to go.
Oh. Alright, they're ready.
Do it! I'm excited about this one. Should be fun.
Yeah, I've only like kind of watched the games up until now, so I don't have like a super good handle on how good everyone is. I know Doctor's supposed to be the favorite.
Yeah, Doctor's really good. He's got really good reaction to pretty much everything that everyone's been building so far. Polly has done really well as well. So Imphy came through with a bit of a shaky game, so I think Polly would be favourite for this one, but like still, Imphy's managed to pull out some games where I've said the other person's going to be favourite all along, so you never know.
Yeah, I actually watched Infi play against Doctor, and he looked pretty good. But let's do player introductions. So, spawning up here, in the upper right-hand corner, we have the Zerg player, Polly. And I'm not going to say his whole name, because I'm not actually sure how to say it. Polymorphic, I guess?
Yes, polymorphic.
I think his name in Discord's slightly different, isn't it?
Yeah, it's polymorphodic in Discord, but polymorphic in game.
I'm just going to call him Polly. I'll just call him Polly, it's easier. And spawning down here, in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the orange Protoss player, Infi. Alright, so far, Infi is cannon rushing.
Already. It begins.
So we have a cannon rush versus a hatch first. I don't actually know how to... Let's see, how do I switch vision? Oh, this is how I switch vision. Cool. So, Pauly hasn't actually seen this. He sees the cannon starting now, but he didn't see the pylon start.
It's in a very good position in terms of not being able to be seen. Does see it now. There's no reaction though.
Oh, he's pulling
From
four drones.
Yeah.
But they're just chasing the probe. Like, this cannon's so exposed that if he wanted to, he could kill it before it gets up with just workers.
But that cannon is going to get up. The worker's gone down. And it's not going to hit the hatchery either.
Yeah, this is a little awkward for Envy. He's sending 2 more probes, but generally when you cannon rush in any matchup, you want to send 2 probes. Whoops. Because it's so easy to lose one.
Yeah. I know that pretty well. So we've got a spine crawler going up, but obviously he's going to have trouble hitting the cannon with the spine crawler until he gets the creep over there. But yeah.
Yeah, so the 2 probes finally arrive. He's starting another cannon, and this one is in range of the hatch.
Yeah. That one's in range, but that spine crawler's going to get to there. Oh, okay, he's got a pylon on the high ground now.
But it's in range of the spine. I don't think this is going to do anything. Watch,
No.
the probe's just going to die of the spine.
1 shot in? No, 2 shot.
2 shot. And he hasn't started his cyber back at home yet, so he can only make zealots.
Yeah. So he has got a zealot in the line now. Is that another probe gone down on the high ground I just saw?
Yeah, he tried to build another pylon and it died. Oh, these overlords are flying into the cannon. It's really bad for Pauly.
That's not going to quite supply block. Oh yes it is, sorry. It's actually working out pretty well for him.
Oh, Infy's going onto the other side now, away from the spine, but there's enough Zerglings to deny this.
Yeah. That's not gonna finish. May be able to take down the hatchery.
Yeah, it looks like he'll get the hatch, but Pauly's going into Roach and Ravager, which should be able to gun down all these cannons.
I'd like to see him try and get some Immortals out on the low ground to try and back this up a bit, I think.
So it looks like what he's trying to do is a kind of common cannon rusher strategy against Hatch First, where you go 2-gate Stalker, and you just kind of build a bunch of shield batteries and stuff, and Stalkers.
Yeah. What I would like to see him get done as well is maybe build a Nexus down here so he can use the battery overcharge.
Oh, it's actually 3-gate Stalker, my bad. That's a lot of Stalkers.
Yep.
He has enough money to build a Nexus. I don't know if battery overcharge is that good. Like, I think generally 4 more batteries would be better than a Nexus.
Yeah, possibly.
So, here come the Ravagers, and they can kind of kill all this from the high ground.
Yeah, this is going to be a problem.
2 of the cannons are unpowered immediately. He doesn't have enough units to push up the ramp. He's just kind of losing all of his zealots.
Yeah, this Ravager should be able to clean this whole setting up, I think.
Yeah, this proxy is done for. There's only 1 cannon and 1 pylon left. Not enough Stalkers to beat this much Roach Ravager.
No, he'd be better off going directly for the pylon here, I think.
He does get it, and he's getting all the Stalkers. Yeah, this is a tragedy for Infy. He's very far behind now.
And there's not much back at home either. He's not even got a gateway at home.
Yeah. So if Pauly's smart, he will just run across the map right now as soon as he cleans this up and just kind of win the game.
Yeah, I mean, like, he doesn't even need to clean these 2 gateways up particularly. He'll just... Like, there's no way he's going to get another pylon up here.
Yeah, he's expanding. He doesn't have a ton of drones right now. Only 18 drones to 23 probes, but his army is just, like, disgustingly huge.
Yeah. Yeah, if he were to come over to the base now, there is no way that Pauly can hold this.
Yeah, Infy's looking very dead. He's building a cannon and a battery on the high ground, and he has 2 warp gates, so like I guess he could warp sentries or something, but I don't think it's going to stop this big army.
I don't think they're even going to finish. Like, if he gets the Ravagers in position, he can bile them down before they finish.
And the cannon dies basically as soon as it finishes.
Oh, poor cannon.
The battery gets biled down. There's only 2 stalkers and not even a wall to keep the roaches out of the base. He's building 1 Void Ray, so that will probably clean this up eventually, but lots of probes could die before that.
I think he could pretty much get the whole base. He might, if he just targets down all the pylons, he can pretty much take everything out.
Or just all the probes.
Yeah, that would work as well.
Yeah, this is looking very over. Poly's natural is done. The Stargate is dying. There's still so many units in his base. Like, Infi can't, even with the Void Ray, like, it's taking him so long to clean this up. All the probes are dying. Huge biles on them.
12 probes down. Just 6 left.
Yeah, there's basically nothing left for Infi here. Like, sure, Infi will probably clean up all the roaches and stuff, but he has 7 workers.
Yeah. Certainly not in a good spot.
And he can't make any more Void Rays, so like he has to win the game with 3 Stalkers and a Void Ray, basically. Which doesn't look likely to me.
No. He's not really microing these Stalkers back to avoid the hull damage either.
So yeah, 10 probes to 32 drones, although they were pretty much all in the main base until just now he finally transferred. He's making queens, he's making +1 weapons. Everything is looking great for Poly here. And Infi isn't even pushing across the map, like he's just staying home and probing, which means Poly's just going to get further and further ahead.
Yeah. I'd like to see Poly try and find something to hit the air. Right? He looks like he's carrying on building roaches, but possibly get some Hydralisks or even Muters.
He has queens. Queens are great.
Yeah.
He's making constant queens off of his natural hatchery, and his main's morphing a layer, which will let him tech up to something. Judging by the +1 ranged weapons, I would say he's probably going to go into Hydras as soon as his layer's done.
Yeah, it looks likely. So, Infi is bringing this small, tiny army across. Don't think it's going to get much done.
Yeah, world's saddest poke. Like,
oh,
there's 2 spines, a bunch of roaches, a spore, 2 queens, and Poly's at like almost triple Infi's supply now.
Yeah.
Hydralist Den on the way. So he's just going to do a 2-base Hydra push, which will kill Infi, because everything will kill Infi. Because Infi is dead.
I mean, just throwing Zerglings at him would probably kill him right now.
Yep, that would kill him. His army is so small. 3 Stalkers, 3 Sentries, and a Void Ray, like... Very, very depressing for Infi. This game did not play out the way he wanted it to. He mentioned he was practicing against Kagamine before the game. I'm curious if this is what he was trying to do, if he was trying to cannon rush it. Because it does have a good cannon rush defense.
It does, that's what I'm saying. Like, Kagamine generally has the best cannon defense I've seen in any bot. Like, it just runs around, finds pretty much everything.
Yeah, it makes Ravagers, cleans everything up, which is pretty much what Poly did too. Just made a bunch of Ravagers and cleaned up.
Yeah.
So Infi just hallucinated a Phoenix and also popped a Guardian Shield. Oh, hallucinated 2 Phoenix and popped a Guardian Shield. Don't think he knows the Sentry hotkeys very well.
I'm gonna say that was a mistake.
That was definitely a mistake.
Oh, Roach comes in here for a quick look and gets immediately killed.
Hydra speed is done, Roach speed is done, tons of Hydras in the production tab. I wonder when Polly's gonna decide to push. Like, I don't think waiting until he's maxed is, like, super necessary. Like, I feel like he could have pushed any time in the past couple minutes and just kind of won.
Yeah, he's got enough Hydras now that the air units aren't going to be a problem. And
I mean,
not building into the Stargates, so...
Yeah, he killed the first Stargate, so this is the only Void Ray. It has 14 kills, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, you'd kind of expect it, though, against that kind of, like, roach-heavy army.
Yeah, so both players are kind of just sitting back, trying their best to macro up, but Infy's just trying to macro up from a horrible disadvantage. So he is kind of limited in his options.
He's still only got 26 workers.
Yeah.
Which is going to be a problem.
He's not making more either. He's just kind of sitting on 2 base and making units and sitting here. Anticipating death coming, I guess. Ooh. Do we finally have a move out from Polly?
I think we do.
Please push Polly. Just go win. You're so far ahead.
So Infy's trying to make a third base off of 26 workers.
Yeah, he's not going to hold that.
No.
+2 range is finishing now for Polly. And we should have our first fight in like 6 minutes or something. And it's just going to be a slaughter. Like, there's nothing Infy can do here.
No.
All of the force fields in the world cannot save him.
It does get some nice ones off that trap the roaches in, though, but that's not going to hold for long. There's just too much here. Hydra is just sitting there chilling for a second.
And Polly is going to take game 1 once Infy GG's. There it is.
It's GG. Good game, guys. So yeah, 1-0 to Polly.
Do you know what the second map is?
I can find out. So I think we have Simulacrum, Eternal Empire, and Everdream, which were the map choice. So I think Infy gets to choose next map between Everdream and Simulacrum. But yes, it's a nice attempt at cannon rush, but I think the cannons was just slightly misplaced there. I think it could have been a little bit further forward, and then it would have managed to hit the hatchery a lot earlier.
Yeah, and also his transition was just really late, right? Like, he could have had a bunch of stalkers out by the time those Ravagers came out, but he didn't, so he kind of got cleaned up.
Yeah. Yeah, once those Ravagers broken out, it was pretty much GG from there.
Oh, I keep saying no match history by habit, but it doesn't really matter for these players.
Okay.
It's not like they're hiding strategies. Oh, you beat Kaga with the cannon rush.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Alright, so we're getting into game number here on Simon. Yeah. Infy saying that he lost to Kaga when he tried a real build. Maybe we'll see what the real build is this game, or maybe he's given up hope on it because he lost to a bot with it.
I don't know. Like, I mean, this is actually, Simulacrum is actually a better map for a cannon rush, I feel, because you can hide the pylon around the side of the top corner and then get the cannons in range of the hatchery at that point. So it's actually quite a decent map for that. Certainly better than the last one we played.
Okay, do you want to do player intros this time?
So yeah, down in the bottom right, 1-0 up, looking to book his place in the lower bracket final, or in the next final, whatever match. It is Polly. And up in the top left, looking to come back and take it to a final game, is our Protoss Infy. So...
no cannon rush this game. Looks like he's doing something normal, walling off his natural. Let's see. Gateway? Gateway.
Yeah, gateway first.
And Polly is going hatch first again because he has no fear. Like, I know I got Cannon Rush last game, maybe I should go pull first. Nope, hatch first.
So yeah, I mean, it is more normal build, so I'm not sure if this means that... is this the one Imphy lost to Kagamine with? We'll see.
Yeah, I know he mentioned in the chat the 4-gate Glaive Adept drop that the pros have been doing recently, but he also said he has no idea how to make it work. So I'd be surprised if he went for that.
Yeah. So he does get a scout off, but I think he was trying to block the hatchery here, obviously, but doesn't quite manage it in time.
Yeah, and he's taking his own base. Normal stuff. Completely standard play from both players, which is nice. Makes me happy. Does my macro heart good.
Oh, you love the macro play then.
Yes, I am a macro player. I am not very good at cheesing.
Oh. So what's your favourite Zerg, anti-Zerg build at the moment?
The Glaive Adept drop that everyone else is doing. It is super fun.
Yeah. I tried that, but my macro is terrible with Adepts, so I need to practice that a bit more.
Yeah, no, it's very high skill cap sort of build where you have a lot of room to outplay your opponent, but it's very hard to pull off. And if you're a god like Zest, you make it look really easy.
Yeah, unfortunately, I am not.
Me either.
But I may try it if I play against Polly later.
Let's see what Infy's choice of tech is. He hasn't started Warpgate yet, so I'm saving up for... He's going Stalker first.
Yeah.
He forgot to mine off of his second gas. That's why he has no gas to start his tech.
Yeah, of course.
So Stalker first does imply that he might do a Glaive build. Because usually when you go Twilight, you build a Stalker to keep your opponent out. Nope, Robo.
Yeah.
Robo isn't something people usually try to hide. Usually when you go Twilight, you try to hide to make them guess, oh, is he going Glaive Adept or is he going DT? I don't know. I'm scared. But Robo usually is pretty passive, so you're not super looking to hide things.
Yeah. So I've noticed Polly does have his Roach Warren up already, so looks like he's going into Roaches, and 7 Roaches in production, so he might try an early Roach push.
Oh yeah, this looks like a huge 2-base bust from Polly. He's going to make these Roaches, and then he's going to reinforce with Speedlings and just kind of flood. Infy does have a wall. He has a wall.
Yeah, he has kind of wall. And there's Adepts on the way, so the Adepts are actually being rallied out into the 3rd base, which is interesting.
I guess he wants to scout with it. Oh, he's going Prism first versus this Roach pressure. Oh no. Oh, he is going Twilight, so I guess he's trying to do the Glaives build. He just got the ordering wrong. So the Glaives build, you're supposed to go Twilight before Robo. He went Robo before Twilight, so his Prism's going to be done way before Glaives is.
Yeah.
Polly isn't making that many Zerglings yet. Oh, he's not quite supply blocked either. I don't know. Here come the Roaches, though. And this is bad news for Infy.
If this pylon gets taken down, that's all his gateways gone. There is the Immortal on the way, though. So if he can keep the...
I don't know what's going to finish, though. He's focusing down the pylon.
Oh, that's it, I'm afraid.
I think Infy has died.
Yeah, GG, guys. Sorry, Infy. There is just nothing.
It looks like Polly doesn't really like taking thirds. Both games he kind of sat on 2-base for a long time and then made a lot of units, but this game he just kind of killed Infy.
Yeah,
well,
there we have it. GG.
That was the first series.
Alright, so next up it is me against Doctor.
It is, yes.
I guess I better go and take my pain.
Yeah, come on. Dark Templar, easy peasy.
I'll try it. Yeah, so I am going to leave the channel and try and get someone else in to help you cast it. I think Polly says he was wanting to come in. Should we drag him in?
If you leave, he can join.
Okay.
Alright, let's see. Polly... Oh, Ketrock's here. Let's see. We'll be moving on into our next series shortly. Trying to figure out who my co-caster is. Get the players done with their vetoes. I don't have any cool splash screen or anything like that to keep you guys entertained in the meantime. Oh, I see a Polly in my channel. His mic's muted though. Oh,
Hey, I'm here.
hello. Congrats on winning your series.
Yeah, I was very concerned after I saw that first cannon come up in the first game, but
Yeah,
turned around.
his transition was really slow, so he didn't have anything when all your Ravagers came out.
Yeah, he didn't have a plan for after the cannon rush.
Yeah, he was trying to do the fancy thing the Cannon Rushers do, where they like make stalkers and batteries and like do a bunch of fancy micro and stuff, but he was just like, his cyber was really late.
Yeah, and I think denying the high ground and denying a cannon in range of the hatchery for a long time allowed that second hatch to just pump out a bunch of roaches, and roaches strunk.
Roach, good unit. Infy says he missed making the core like 5 times. Oh no, that's the worst where you're like, I started it, I swear, I started a core, and you have no core and you're just sad.
Oh no, in the second game, I was like, I have so much money, what the heck? What's going on? Where's all this money coming from? And then I realized that I hadn't started Ling Speed, and I was like, oh, oops.
Yeah, you're like, wow,
that.
I have a lot of gas. What the heck am I supposed to spend Oh yeah, that really important upgrade that I need.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
I think up next is Crypt versus Doctor, yeah?
Crypt versus Doctor. Yes, indeed. Doctor being the heavy favorite, probably. We'll get to see some battle cruisers. Doctor loves battle cruisers.
I'm hoping for some fun games to watch.
Maybe Doctor will just die to Dark Templar, Cryptius' favorite unit. Someone is going to die to someone's favorite unit.
Yeah, it tends to be like that.
Either Cryptius is going to die to battle cruisers, or Doctor is going to die to Dark Templar.
I really want to see a Blink DT build come out here. I believe in you, Crypt. Let's see some proxy 4-gate Blink DT build or something. Something fancy. Maybe some Blink Stalkers with like an OBS.
Right.
I don't think he's gonna struggle with a macro game, so we need to see some cheeses.
Yeah, from what I've seen, Cryptius loves one base builds. Like, everything he does is super aggressive.
Well then,
Alright.
I'm looking forward.
Doctor's name is now proper. It was East Tacos, now it's the Doctor. So, in the chat, Captain Jack is saying no one can die to his favorite unit. And I want to know, what is this peaceful unit that no one can die to? Changeling?
Changelings.
Because you said Nidus. What the heck? Niduses kill people every day. I'm terrified of Niduses.
The Nidus worm itself can't kill anybody.
I mean, the psychological damage that the noise of the Nidus worm inflicts probably has taken some lives. You just hear it and you go, oh no, I'm dead.
And the heart attack, the heart attack you have when it's just like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, it's that noise. It tells you, oh, I've lost the game. It's over.
It's game over. In one of my earlier series, I got one base Ling Nidus rushed, and I just did not see the Nidus until it was in my main, and there was that sound, and I'm like, uh-oh. And then there were just a bunch of Lings in my base, and it was very unpleasant. Ooh, the Doctor going with some unusual bans here.
I don't really know what to talk about during downtime. It's not one of my skills.
Airplane food, huh?
Oh my
And
gosh.
then they're figuring out their maps.
There.
Let them take their time.
I need a piece of paper to figure out who's vetoing what. They keep vetoing the same things as each other.
I have no idea what's going on. Everdream and wait. Oh.
I just hope they know what they're vetoing.
Yeah, I hope they just tell me what maps are left, please. Cause I got no clue.
Golden Wall first map. Oh boy.
Golden Wall.
Let's
I
go.
We'll see another match on this map. So let's see. I'm
Uh,
excited. There's a lot of potential for a lot of interesting things to go down in Golden Wall.
oh my god, this party is bugged. When I try to remove old doctor, it says invalid. Alright, we need to
Yeah, you might need to kill the party and reset.
we need a new party. This one is busted. Get everyone out of that party. Alright.
There we go.
Alright. So, we want Golden Wall with Game Heart. A tourney recap. I might be able to make that happen. Let's see. I can pull up the bracket, or I can link the bracket in chat. I don't know enough about all the series to like go over what happened in each series, but here's the bracket if you are interested in that.
Some people won games and some people lost games. Tournament recapped.
Alright. No, not. Alright.
He's thinking about it.
Come on, Doctor. Be ready.
He's deciding.
He's making sure his battlecruiser hotkey is bound. Very important.
Very, very important. Got to get the Yamatos lined up. But turn on Yamato quickfire so you can rapid fire out all the...
If there's no BCs in this series, I will be very shocked. Doctor loves battlecruisers so much.
Yeah, well that's why he has an 80% win rate against Zerg.
Alright, everyone's ready.
Let's see it.
Alright. You want to do vetoes? Or vetoes, wow. Introductions? The right word?
In the bottom right, playing as the orange Terran player, we have the Doctor. And in the bottom left, as the blue Protoss, we have Crypt.
Excellent. So, I don't know what your opinion of this map is, but I hate this map so
This
much.
is my first veto every single time I play. It's too much disgusting, and this SCV is already off to a very interesting location. Is this a proxy?
Yeah, but I
Like a
think
proxy Rax.
Crypt might be... Nope, he isn't cannon rushing, he's just scouting really fast. But yeah, it looks like a
He
proxy.
should notice the fact that the Rax is not at home.
Yep. The question is, what does he know what to do about it when the Rax is not home? Oh, there is a Rax at home.
Well, but it's very late. Although, does he know that that's late? He might not notice.
I think Doctor is going to proxy a second Rax and do the Marauder Marine build that we have been seeing a lot recently. I don't know if you're familiar with this build, but people will build their Rax at home and then make Marines off of it and then proxy one Rax concussive Marauder and walk into the Protoss's natural with like 3 Marines,
scary.
2 Marauders, and like 3 or 4 SCVs. Very
You just
strong.
break those stalkers' knees, and the stalkers can't do squat.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure if that's what he's going for. Nope, he's taking a second guess, so I guess proxy factory? Yeah. Oh, no, it is barracks.
He's proxy Rax. Interesting.
His build is confusing me. I don't understand it. It is beyond comprehension.
With a Reaper to scout. Maybe it's some sort of proxy Reaper build, but you would think you'd only want 1 gas for that.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand what is happening here.
I'm guessing he has a plan. He's only got 1 worker in the second gas, so.
Ghost Academy. Oh,
There goes.
now we know what he's doing.
Okay, well, that's an interesting plan.
Hmm.
I have not seen Proxy Ghost in a very long time.
Yep, this is gonna be interesting. I wonder if is he gonna get cloak or is he gonna go for just like a nuke thing?
I mean, it would be cool to see some nukes, although not necessarily the most reliable strategy. Definitely would be entertaining.
I mean, he doesn't really have any other units to protect the ghost, so I guess he does need cloak.
I think if Crypt could scout this, though, he could punish pretty hard. There's basically no army, and there's not gonna really be a real army for quite a while here with this build from the Doctor.
If Doctor is getting cloak and starting a ghost, which means no nuke right away, I guess.
And he has a reactor barracks, but he's not making anything.
Yeah, I don't completely understand this build, if I'm gonna be honest. I don't get it.
It's beyond me as well.
I guess he's just gonna cloak and he's gonna run in and just kill as many probes as he can. That's probably his plan. Because the robo's just starting now.
The robo's just starting now. Yeah, there's not gonna be detection, and the first ghost is already out. Cloak is more than halfway done. He could get a lot of probes. He's getting some probes with this Reaper.
Yeah, this Reaper's being very annoying. Oh, it doesn't get out.
Did somebody mine the minerals at the back?
Yeah, I guess Cryptius did? I didn't see.
Blink. He's queuing Blink. I think he's going for a Blink build. I think he's gonna try to Blink over the minerals in the back of the Doctor's base while being Ghost proxy rushed.
Yeah, this is definitely a game of Starcraft. Alright,
Say that again.
here comes in the 2 cloaked ghosts. So 2 ghosts will one-shot probes.
But he is chrono boosting out this observer. Probes falling.
As soon as this obs is done, yeah, the obs is out. Like,
The obs is out, and I feel like all the threat of this is gone, right? These stalkers easily kill the ghosts. And those ghosts are expensive, not just the ghosts themselves, but all the tech and everything else that went into getting those ghosts out. 13 probes do go down, though.
yeah, but he has a Nexus done, and Doctor CC isn't done yet. So, like,
He does, yeah.
he can just
And
chrono probes.
He's only 2 workers down.
Yeah, no, this
Even
is
after
like,
all of that.
this is super fine for Cryptius, I think. Especially, like, look at how he's pushing right now. Doctor has 6 Marines.
Yeah, what is he gonna do? And I think he's looking for Cryptus looking for this blink timing over the back. What do you think? I don't feel like he should be coming home for this barracks.
He should not have turned around. He should have just went and won the game.
Yeah, I think this stall tactic right here might allow the siege tank to come out.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it will.
I think that he could have won the game if he had, or at least done some very significant damage if he had been over before the tank. But now the tank's gonna come out. This bunker is gonna get most of the way done. And I think this push is kind of over.
Yeah.
I don't think this many stalkers can really take on half a dozen Marines and a siege tank.
Yeah, I agree. I think, yeah, this is not working.
There goes the first tank. The boys are pulled. but the tank is down. Maybe there's a chance to do some damage at the natural, where the siege tank is not. But
Oh, he just blinked in. Oh no, all these stalkers are so sad.
the stalkers. Ouch! Siege tanks hurt a lot. There's no marines in this bunker at the front. It seems like the potential for damage is here on these SCVs. He's transferring a bunch of SCVs down. This is the chance to do anything with these blank stalkers.
Yeah, there are 2 tanks done. Like, he can just kind of leapfrog forward and defend his natural. Oh, and Crypt is losing stalkers. Oh, you can't lose stalkers with this build. Oh no, he's losing the prism. Oh
and the
no!
prism. Oh, and the prism goes down, and that is quite a yikes.
Yeah, so
Definitely not the optimal micro there, but Crypt is still ahead on workers.
he is, and he's going into double forge. I don't know what Doctor's gonna do. He has this Tech Lab Starport. I don't think he's made anything off of it yet, right? Oh, there's a Raven. Oh, he knows Cryptius's tendencies.
Yeah, he knows the Dark Shrine's coming up. But
Yeah.
actually, it looks like it's gonna be a Charged Lot Immortal Archon build from Crypt here.
Yeah, no, it's actually like surprisingly standard. He's going into Storm, he's going double forge.
He's taking the gold base. Very, very greedy, considering that he has 13 army supply. And just lost all of his stalkers to siege tanks.
Yeah, but Doctor's afraid. Like, Doctor's in this very defensive setup.
Yeah, he built several bunkers. He doesn't want to leave his base. He's like, we got our bases, we got our plan, we're sticking to it, we're not leaving.
Ooh, and a 4th base from Crypt, so he is being very greedy now. The double expand is something.
That is, yeah.
Don't know how I
Worker
feel.
lead will increase quite quickly, but if he just loses the game because he has no units and don't have any time to capitalize on that, it could be slightly problematic.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about taking the gases at the base before the Nexus is done. Look at how early these are.
So it's a little inefficient in terms of your money there, but this gold base is certainly gonna handsomely provide. This gold base is providing actually more mineral income than the mules.
Oh my
Which
goodness. Look at Doctor,
says
he has
something.
2 sensor towers. And he's building
He is
nukes!
most certainly not leaving his base anytime soon, and is he? Oh my gosh, he is.
There's a
Building
nuke!
nukes.
Oh, I guess he's building a nuke. He doesn't have a second Ghost Academy yet.
SCV in the top right. Oh, he's just scouting for proxies or hidden bases.
Cryptius is like, I don't need hidden bases, I'll just take all of my own bases.
I'll just take every base. He's just gonna take every base on the map. Morphing some Archons here. He sort of needs some Immortals or Charge Lots or something else with this force. Though, 3 Stalkers and 2 Archons. Well, Archons are pretty chonky boys.
He needs, like, more gateways and zealots, so he's making 3 more right now. But, like, his, like, buffer for his army is so small.
Yeah, his production also seems pretty limited here. He's got a lot of income, but
Oh my gosh, Doctor is also taking the gases at his bases way ahead of time. What is this game?
he's taking the gases and he's mining from them before he's even halfway finished with his command center, let alone flown it over there.
I am confused.
And there's another. Oh, he's expanding to the low ground.
Alright. We have collectively agreed to just make bases this game. That is the plan.
It's just you macro goodly. Interesting choice of grammar there.
Yeah.
This Raven is just sitting here. He got a little bit of damage earlier, and Crypt responded by placing down several cannons. Don't think that's gonna happen again.
Yeah, very
But it
turtley
seems like
game.
This third base at the bottom here could be very exposed from this attack. I don't think running up the main ramp into siege tanks, though, is quite the optimal engagement that Crypt's army is looking for.
No. And he does have a second Doctor does have a second Ghost Academy now, so he's making another nuke. I don't know where he's gonna nuke yet, but we will
Where are
see.
his ghosts?
That's a good question. I think they're with his army.
I don't see any with the main army.
They're in his natural. There's 3 of them. With the
They're
army.
just chilling.
They're just
They're
chilling.
chilling. They're ready to go when
Oh, these are slow zealots.
again, I feel like there should be some immortals being pumped out of this Robo-Bed here. Like, you need some tankiness.
This comp is fine if he has charge, but he does not have charge, so the comp is not fine.
The zealots kind of just die. They eat like 2 tank shots and are just gone.
Hey, zealots are great units. Do not doubt them. Zealots are like one of the best units Protoss can build. But
He could be a little cheeky and use the Warp Prism to get over this mineral wall in the middle here and attack this lower base.
or he could just mine it out. Like, it doesn't take... It's not that hard to mine out. Oop, here's our first nuke. Oh, it's in range of the ghost, or the cannon.
The ghost!
Oh.
The ghost must have been queued up inside of the cannon range. That is definitely not the optimal place, and it looks like Crypt had the same idea as you here to mine out this middle wall.
Yep.
But he has so much of a bank right now. He's got this massive economy lead, but when you have 4K minerals, like, you gotta spend that.
Yeah, that would... Even if that was all zealots, it would be pretty fine, but he needs charge. He can't not have charge. Slow zealots are terrible.
And Crypt is just not making anything. He's 80 workers making more workers. He needs units.
Oh, here's another nuke on Crypt's gold
this
base.
nuke is definitely gonna take quite a few probes with it. Skadoosh.
7 probes go down to the nuke, but Crypt's pushing with like a lot of...
Got a lot of zealots, and the zealots don't have charge, but they are on top of the siege tanks. The nuke, though, if he doesn't micro out of the way of the nuke, it looks like... I don't know if he sees it.
I don't think he sees it. Oh, these... Oh, no!
Oh, no! Oh, all of the High Templar!
2 of them barely survived, but yeah. Although Crypt looks like he's just gonna win here. Look at how much more he has.
He's got a lot of zealots, and zealots are strong.
Imagine charge, just ever.
These overrated upgrades, nobody uses those. It's like Florencia, okay? There's some upgrades you just don't get.
So this drop was at the
don't
3rd
think your-
base.
Your
Got
one
cleaned
auto
up.
turret's gonna save you. I don't think any amount of drops here gonna save this. If he doesn't have any units, I don't know if he can hold. These racks are gonna go down before they get out any more ghosts.
Alright, 3 more nukes just finished, so this ghost down here in the bottom left is about to nuke this base. And probably get a lot of... Oh,
he's
he
using
knows!
this time now.
He knows! I'm so proud of him. He's so aware, so alert.
Meanwhile, everything is falling for the Doctor, and I don't really see a way he can recover from this.
I agree, although Cryptius still doesn't have charge, and this is bothering me.
Very true.
I can't wait to tell him after this game, Cryptius, charge. Make charge, please. But yeah, this game looks very over. Doctor has nothing, he's only at 40 supply. And I think...
After a game like this, I think you give up on your Ghost proxy rush and maybe go back to some of the classic real builds that actually win games.
He doesn't want to leave, but... Oh, okay, there it is.
There it goes.
GG.
6K mineral bank. GG is called.
Alright, we need to ask Cryptius the question. Cryptius, oops. Do you know what charge is?
Apparently not. The classic. Forgetting core upgrades.
So many slow zealots, it was incredible.
There were a lot of zealots. It was sort of like Zerglings. It was kind of insane. Very, very tanky Zergling.
Alright, so Doctor gets to pick the next map. I don't remember what his options are. Simul. Something else. Purity? Simul and Purity, I think, are left. So there are no DTs in that game and no battle cruisers. I am just flabbergasted.
It was, yeah. I think, Doctor was not expecting a macro game.
He really wasn't.
Crypt turned around and was like, you know what? I can do that too. I can macro.
Wow, Chat just pointed out Cryptius said 88 APM. Oof, so slow. Very efficient.
I mean, he is playing Protoss though, so you know.
Hey, I get like 240 APM with Protoss.
Yeah, no, I can barely hit like 120 on Zerg, and that's playing Zerg, which is the spammiest of races.
Yeah, you
so.
just hold down the Zergling button, and then hold down the drone
Exactly.
button, and then hold down the Zergling button.
The holding down the Zergling button is 90 of my 120 actions per minute, and the rest of them come from spreading creep tumors.
Oh boy, Purity and Industry. My second least favorite map from this old pool. I don't know why we're playing on the old pool, but we are.
We're playing on the old pool so that nobody can see what the maps are, so that it's extra confusing.
Game keeps wanting me to play against Crypt.
Something tells me that may be a not super fair matchup.
We're trying to see if whoever wins this wants to play a few games against my off race or something. For fun.
I think a 2v1 could be very interesting.
Okay, if I'm getting 2v1'd, I'm playing Protoss.
Yeah, probably.
No off racing. Loading in very slowly. Come on, game. You can do it. I believe in you. Someone lag out, maybe? I don't know what's happening here. You still there? Maybe Polly lagged out. I'm starting to think Polly lagged out. See if he disconnects from Discord. Maybe I lagged out? I don't think I lagged out. What do we have here? Nope, my internet's fine. I think Polly died. I don't know how long until it gives up. I know it gives up eventually, though. It will eventually bring us into the game. Well, if Polly DCs and then comes back, I can screen share, show him the game that way. He can still cast.
Oh, hello, I'm back.
Oh, did your internet die?
My computer just completely decided that it was done being alive. So.
Oh.
That's nice. That's what happens when you play on a laptop.
Oh, I see.
In 95-degree heat.
Oh, I see. Well, we're kind of stuck on a loading screen now. It should unfreeze soon, TM. I could screen share the game with you, or you could just watch the stream and talk about the game that way.
I'm down. What's the stream delay?
There's no stream delay. We trust everyone here to not cheat. It'd be really scummy.
Cheating.
It'd be really scummy if someone cheated in this fun authors tournament.
Considering the entire purpose is for entertainment.
I don't know.
Also, I don't think any of us are really good enough to cheat and actually have it be that useful, so...
Looking away from the game would slow you down.
The disadvantages would be more than the advantages.
Hey, listen. My cat is lurking. Oh, alright, we're here.
Game 2.
Alright. So, what is happening?
He's gonna put his base. Wait.
I don't understand.
Wait.
I don't
Why
understand.
didn't he load SCVs into it? Is this a pro brush?
This isn't even a...
Is he really putting it all on the line like this?
I don't know if he's trolling because he thinks we're gonna remake or not.
I know, I'm a little bit confused. But I think his plan is just to kill as many workers as he can.
I guess
and then his base is safe because his base is floated.
He'll make one worker on this island.
And he'll just slowly... I feel like maybe the move was to grab some workers and load them into the...
But then you can't
Does he
worker
have enough
rush
minerals?
with as many. He has enough minerals. He
doesn't
made
have-
one on the island.
Okay.
And then it'll mine 5 minerals and he'll make a second one.
It's gonna be slow, but I mean, that is certainly a unique strategy.
Yeah.
I think Crypt is gonna figure out what's going on pretty soon here, though.
I don't really know how to commentate this.
Probes, SCVs, doing things back and forth. It'd be interesting to see some drill micro here, although looks like neither player really going for it. Mineral walk.
So they are engaging,
pretty
and it
advanced
looks
probe walk.
really good for Cryptius. Yeah.
The doctor sort of mineral walked his SCVs into the concave for the probes. Lol GG. Crypt does not know.
Is he gonna leave? Or is he gonna play it out from this position? With 3 workers on the island.
I mean, I suppose.
Oh, he said, let's see how it
That's a
goes.
chance.
He's playing it out.
He wants this. He wants this game.
Oh no, Cryptius. Cryptius has done it. The freak upset because Doctor played weird.
No, but that means that I have to play the doctor now. I don't want to do that.
That does mean you have to play the Doctor. But if you win, you get to play Cryptius. Assuming you want to play Cryptius.
I'd rather play at any pro. I'd take a Protoss game over a Terran game any day.
You know?
I think there is a slight chance that the doctor can come back into this. I think it's gonna require a lot of effort and a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean, Crypt hasn't started his cyber yet, but, like, Doctor doesn't have a barracks yet, so, like, you know?
Does he even have a supply depot? Can
No.
he make a barrack?
He does not have a supply depot. He just started it.
So yeah, his tech is delayed.
A little bit slowed down, just a tad.
Just a teensy bit. And I mean the worker lead, like Crypt has twice as many workers. He just needs to build
A void ray.
I was just build an oracle and then just walk across and kill everything. But yeah.
It doesn't really matter what the air unit is.
Yeah, pretty much anything but a phoenix can
Wonder if I could win with this strategy against Cryptius.
This seems. I think the strategy was actually not that flawed up until the moment where he lost all of his SCVs for sort of free.
Yeah. Well.
See, now he's gonna go try hard when he plays again. Very sad.
Yeah, elimination on the line. Who did you lose to in the winners?
I lost to Rasper. I did like a rush timing in my first game, and he just built Void Rays without scouting, and just happened to build Void Rays, and I was very sad.
I see. Tragic.
And then the second game, he 12 pulled me, and I was very sad. And
Tragic.
then I defeated him later on in the tournament to get my revenge.
I see. Alright, so this Oracle hopefully knows where to go. Oh, it looks like he knows where to go. And there is
I would think,
nothing.
It does not seem like there's any chance. There's not even going to be one Marine.
Oops, I forgot to set the score. But
going down, and that is GG.
yeah, Cryptius takes that series 2-0, and I was so flabbergasted by the lag out and the worker rush and everything weird that happened, I forgot to set the score. But it was a 2-0 in favor of Cryptius.
What a game.
So, I think...
Hey guys!
Hi.
Okay.
How? What happened?
No one knows. Well,
I'll see if we can get Doctor in here.
Polly's computer broke, which gave Doctor enough time on the load screen to decide to do that, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know what's with that, but yeah, that was a fun game anyway. Like the first one was interesting. Like I don't understand the Ghost Rush. That was kind of fun.
That's a build people actually do. His was just somewhat late.
Okay.
And I mean, you got your obs out in a very reasonable time frame, and I think it worked out pretty well for you.
Yeah. If I didn't have the Observer out, that would have been death instantly.
Alright. So I guess we have Polly versus Doctor next?
Yeah, the worst thing is, I only actually sort of like prepared 2 builds for playing against Doctor because I assumed that I'd lose, and now I might have to play him in the final again. So, Polly, please beat Doctor. Please.
I was planning on it. Are we playing on US? Is Doctor on US?
Yeah, Doctor's on US.
Yeah, we can play on
US. Right. I'll switch servers, and actually I'll leave. Actually, should we get Ketrock in to commentate on this one?
Sure, if Ketrock wants to come in, he is more than welcome. Same channel on NA, SC2AI.
Cool.
And here's hoping my computer doesn't overheat again.
We could always remake. Right, I'm just gonna watch the stream for this one, I think. But yeah, that was a very surprising result. I never thought I'd beat him, actually.
I think it is quite the upset. Was not expected, but
no. Wow.
I was a little sad because I did not really want to play the Doctor until the finals.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that I would much rather play against a Protoss than a Terran.
Fair enough. Yeah, I can understand that, definitely.
Cryptius, if you're gonna watch, it looks like Infi wants to hang out with someone, so you can go in the other channel and talk to him.
Which one's that?
The AT finals one, the one, yeah, there you go.
Okay. I'm gonna peace out while I go play my match. So.
You have to play. Hopefully it doesn't overheat while you're playing. That would be bad.
Yeah, I'm hoping my computer doesn't go down mid-game.
Oh, yeah.
It is. Yeah. Well, can't really do anything about it.
I see. Ketrock will join in a moment. Alright, bye. Alright, oh. So, I guess... I mean, Infi, you are welcome to go hang out with Cryptius if you want to talk about the games while you watch. Or anyone else that's in here. Ketrock can join my channel now. Up. I have a Ketrock. Yes, the man himself here. Yes, hello.
I gotta turn off the stream.
Echo, echo.
Alright, there we go.
Alright, I don't know where my players are.
So what's this match?
This is
Polymorphotic and...
Yeah, this is the losers final, so it's Doctor versus Polly. Because Doctor just was upset in a ridiculous series against Cryptius.
Yeah, I caught that series.
Very.
I know he's. I think he has a hate on for TVP.
He
So
he
that could
does.
explain the weirdness of what he tried.
I've given him advice in TVP before because Doctor will send me replays and he'll be like, "How do I beat this? I don't get it." Like here.
I think that last match he was actually he had the win going, and then he kind of threw that one fight with the probes versus SCVs. If he took a couple more SCVs to the island with him, so he could get set up quicker.
Yeah, and then just like micro around forever.
You probably shouldn't have taken a fight against the probes. The longer you can keep the probes off the line, the more chance it gets for you to catch up on your own economy. But if he was going to take a fight, definitely don't do that mineral walk. That mineral walk just made him get slaughtered.
Yeah, because all the probes shot him like twice while he was doing that. It's just over.
Yeah, if you stay on the outside, the less surface area for the fight, the better actually.
Yeah, because
your SCVs in the back can actually repair if you want it, if you can set it up quick enough.
Yeah, and then like,
or his probes in the back can't do anything.
If you think you're a better player, right, and you just micro around forever, like you're probably gonna get picks here and there, and maybe eventually wear him down.
Yeah, and that's what he was doing.
Yeah,
I think he was up he got like 3 probes before he lost his first SCV.
Yeah, and then he just lost 13 at once.
Yeah. And then one SCV is not enough to reset your economy. He had to take a couple more with them.
Yeah. Have you seen when Nina does the worker rush memes, formerly known as Puck?
No, he does it with Protoss? That's...
Yeah, so what Nina was doing is she'd send like 6 probes and just harass with them. Like keeping 6 at home and just harass and run around and be really annoying. And then when a unit came out that would deny any more harassment, Nina would just recall and go home and keep mining.
Yeah.
And like...
I think it worked too, because people know how to react to like 1 annoying worker or 2 annoying workers. But when you bring more than that, sometimes they do something really dumb.
Oh, yeah.
They pulled too many workers to fight.
Yeah, no, Nina was coming out ahead.
Workers to fight your 6, then you're ahead in the economy all of a sudden.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. Like Nina was beating 6 like high 5'8", 5'9" players with 6 worker pull at the beginning of the game.
Recall definitely makes it more viable.
Yeah, because then as soon as you're done dealing damage, you just go home, play it out.
Yep. What's going on here? Oh, we're doing vetoes, I see.
We are doing videos, yes.
I haven't played much these last 2 seasons. I wonder what the good maps are.
Purity and Industry is a weird map. I wouldn't call it good. Definitely weird.
Is that the one that's only going to be 1 season?
Yeah, it's gone
Is that
now.
the one that they got rid of it? Yeah.
Yeah, but we're playing on the previous map pool to give our poor bot authors more time to be familiar with the maps.
So Golden Wall is the weird but okay map. Purity and Industry is the weird and broken map.
Weird and... yeah, they're both weird and annoying. I don't like either of them. I vetoed both of them.
One can be fun if you make up your own weird builds.
Oh, what's the last map that's left? I can't remember. What was even in the pool? Oh, Nightshade. Alright, they want Eternal. All right, so let's stock these players a bit. So Polly is 3.2k Diamond 3. And Doctor is 3.7k Diamond 2.
Pretty close.
Yeah, not that huge of a difference.
Let's make us referees in case we need to chat to them in game.
Oops.
Okay, everyone's ready. What are the races, David? TVZ, okay.
Yes, and I think Doctor is typically a very mechy sort of player.
I get that impression as well. I've never seen him play against Zerg, so we'll
Which
find out.
would be good for your knowledge of the game and bad for my knowledge of the game. Because you know a
I
lot
play
more.
something like mech, but
Sky
I also
Terran.
never make a tank, so
Yeah, but you play like defensive and
yeah.
like, sort of similar things. Alright.
I know about SimCities and stuff like that.
Yeah. Alright, so spawning down here in the bottom left-hand corner, we have I Beat Alpha Star, also known as the Doctor. And oh, go
In
ahead.
the top right, we got Polymorphic, the purple Zerg.
Yep. His name isn't a lie, by the way. He did, in fact, beat Alpha Star at BlizzCon.
Yeah, I heard that.
He proxy maraudered it, and it died.
I like to say I beat Alpha Star because the first person to beat Alpha Star on the ladder used my Mass Raven build.
Oh, I saw that
Like,
game.
exactly. Yeah.
Apparently, I talked to the Alpha Star developers about that game, and they said they were watching it, and they were just like dying inside as they saw it. They're like, "Oh no, it has no idea what it's doing. Oh, it's gonna lose."
Yeah. Yeah, because it wasn't the human player did not do it very well, but yeah, the Alpha Star just got stuck in a corner and lost all his Vikings continuously.
Yeah, it didn't understand the game state. It was like, "Huh, what are these? They must be useless units. I don't care." And it just kind of died. And it's funny because after it lost to that Diamond player, it like won another 20 games in a row before losing one.
Yeah, I think it was like 43-1, and that was the one.
It was beautiful.
I'm not sure how it finished. I think it finished with some more losses.
Yeah, it
Those
did.
first agents, once they reached like around Grandmaster level, they started playing around 50%.
Yeah, and people were trying to snipe it. People figured out what accounts they were, and like one guy played it, and he was like, he played the Zerg one, and he said, "Hey, are you trying to snipe Alpha Star too?" And his opponent didn't respond. And then at the end of the game, when he killed it with a, actually no, he was Zerg, and he was playing the Terran one. He won with a Nidus, and when the Nidus was killing Alpha Star, he said, "GG Alpha Star." Like he knew.
Yeah. The problem is they only played for like one day. So on Reddit, everyone figured out the accounts, but
Yeah, then they
it's
played
too
some
late at that
more.
point.
They played some more secret games on new accounts after that, and they released their big replay pack of all the games.
yeah. But I mean, every account I think stopped at 50 games. So
Yes.
just one long session each.
Yes, that is true. I was just gonna try to snipe it, but they only did it during the workday in Europe, or maybe it was in the US. But either way, it was like too early in the day for me to play it because it was like weekdays when I was at work. I was
So
like,
you knew what day they were playing?
yeah, people figured it out. They're like, "Oh, it's playing right now," and I was like, "Cool," and then it stopped before I got home, and I was very sad.
I would have to catch it on the way up. Because you could snipe it at its max MMR, but I would have to catch it while it's like traveling through Diamond and Master League.
Yeah, it was fun to play at BlizzCon. It was very scary. Although
How did you do against it?
I won 2 games and lost like 12 or something. But it was kind of hard because at BlizzCon they had their own mouse and keyboard, and you couldn't use your own gear. And you couldn't really adjust the gear they gave you much, so it just kind of felt lousy to play.
Yeah, I didn't think that would be a big deal until I did my first LAN tournament and realized, oh my god, this is terrible.
Yeah, and
But yeah, all your muscle memory just disappears because it's just because of a slight difference.
yeah, and it forgot your hotkeys between games, so you had to reset them. It was sad. But anyway, Polly is doing another very similar 2-base roach push to the one that he did last series. But
Looks like it's going unscouted too. That Hellion did not catch it.
Doctor has a tank, which is nice. It's in a good position too.
Yeah. More forward would be nice than just no Overlord. But if he loses this natural, it's in a perfect spot.
He's making a Cyclone second, which don't think I agree
I
with.
know it's got the SCVs pre-pulled.
Oh, this tank
That's
fire
very
is huge.
Oh. He didn't run by either.
Yeah, this tank was incredibly value. All the roaches were clumped up too. It was just gross.
To droning. Gotta envy that with the Zerg. Things go poorly, just hold down the drone key. All of a sudden you're back in it economically.
Yeah, but Doctor's playing 3cc. Is he a Raven somewhere? Or a... Oh no, he is going Battlecruiser, okay. So yeah, Doctor is finally making his favorite unit. Or he's going to be.
This could work out really well. We got double Evo chambers. Lair is just starting. He's only droning at the moment, no spores. I can see this VC is just winning the game outright.
Yeah, he's not making many queens either.
Yeah, it's got like one extra. Oh, the Banshee might...
Oh, there is a Banshee,
do
I missed it.
Get these spores though. I mean, it's getting a lot of kills though, so it's kind of worth. But if he makes the sport every base now, then the BC won't be as strong.
Yeah, he doesn't have Cloak for the Banshee either, so its damage potential is pretty limited. Still getting pretty good damage done. 7 drones went down. It's not bad at all.
Solid.
Polly's just droning as hard as he can. The BC has started. And no, Skylord, they did not let you use the core. If you were dependent on the core, you were just sad. Because like the core would take forever to set up by hand. I don't even know if it's possible to set up by hand. It's super weird.
So was it not? I guess it wasn't on Battle.net then, right?
No, it was their special offline thing.
Yeah, okay. They couldn't load it from your profile.
Nope. That's why we couldn't save the replays from it either. Because it was like on this special build of Starcraft that we didn't have, like, no one could view the replays from anyway.
I'm really sad how that Alpha Star thing ended.
It was so
I saw
cool,
what they
but
did with Go. And yes, we got nothing. Never got to see how good it got.
I mean,
Didn't get much information on his ladder stuff.
yeah, I mean,
Never
it,
got to watch the great pros and
well,
develop his own strategy.
I got to watch it play against Cyril at BlizzCon, but he was on crappy gear, so it wasn't
Yeah, exactly.
the best. And he went like 1-4 against it, which made me feel better. Because when he played it on ladder, he destroyed it.
Yeah.
So we have a tank push here, but it's not... Or a tank push, sorry. A roach push into the tanks. But it's not doing much. There's 3 roaches left, and... It's gonna get cleaned up eventually when this tank moves.
Cyclones are on the way as well.
Yep, here comes the Cyclones. And the Battlecruiser only got 4 drones and was shoot away from the 3rd. But yeah, we have a sort of mech game coming along here. Doctor looks reasonably stabilized.
Yeah. Like he's facing the right composition for his type of mech as well. Looks like it's going to be all this Roach Hydra, which is... Well, I watch Roach Hydra disappear, watch it attacking the tanks.
Yeah, I feel like if you want to go Roach Hydra against mech, you need like a really quick hive to get Vipers. And then it's pretty good.
Yeah, the Vipers can make it viable for sure.
But I do...
No, he is getting quite a few Cyclones. I can't really tell what he's doing, because he's making tanks and Cyclones, which is usually not a mix you put together. Usually it's battle mech or it's the more static mech.
Yeah, I don't know. And he hasn't really moved out with the Cyclones. They're just kind of chilling.
Maybe Maybe they're just the in case of mutas unit.
He's making another battle cruiser, so he hasn't given up on BC production. Did he lose the other one?
Yeah, taking out his third.
Oh, there it is.
Paired up.
It's got the skin. I didn't notice it.
It is a weird skin. It's like half a battle cruiser now.
Three Hellions sneaking along the top side of the map, maybe trying to get some drones. He doesn't have blue flame though, does he? I don't know how to check things like upgrades in this game art UI. I have no idea if he has
looks
blue
like
flame.
he does have blue flame.
Oh, he does. Okay. But unfortunately, just attacking this fourth base instead of going to get drones. So sad, Hellions.
Yeah, G is upgrades. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, gee. Thank you.
I just clicked on the tech labs or check. Yeah, one's almost done. Maybe he'll make a timing out of that. Although it looks like he just wants to establish a fourth.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see Doctor pushing anytime soon. I think he's just gonna play full defensive turtle. Poly still doesn't have Hive or Vipers. He got an infestation pit, but he hasn't started the Hive itself.
Or drones, which is the most worrying part.
Yeah, only 63 workers, which is not huge. Okay.
Think of the two big advantages of Zurich. You think of their giant early worker count, and you think of creep spread. And those are the two things that he's lacking.
Yeah. I don't really know what
Full
Poly's
sense of tower coverage.
plan is. He's going Hive, but it just got scanned, so... I like how this command center is morphing a PF at the fourth base, and it, like, is hardly changing.
I think if the turret is facing up or something, it looks almost identical to a command center.
Yeah, they didn't do a good job at designing the PF skin.
Or even right now, yeah. I bet if I use that skin, it would mess up people. No one expects a planetary of the natural. Anyways, big attack coming in. A nice concave, but again, pushing straight into 7 tanks.
Where's the rest of Doctor's army? Oh, it's sitting at the third, so there isn't actually a ton of tanks here compared to how many he could have.
Yeah, there's no fodder, right? There's no Hellbats, there's no Marines, bunkers, wall. There's just tanks.
Yeah, this PF is going to put in work, though. He's focusing it, and it's getting super repaired.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got pulled back. There we go.
That fight started pretty okay for Poly, and then ended less okay for Poly just because he overcommitted into this into this planetary. I even tried to call it a command center because it looks like one.
It's like a 2 Cyclone hit squad. It took out his 4th at the same time, too.
Oh, it did. Oh, that's pretty sick. I didn't even notice that.
Neither did I.
I am a
Looked
bad
over on the
observer.
map, and I'm like, wait, something's missing. Bad time for that, too, because he's running out of patches. He's got huge oversaturation at his 2nd and 3rd base.
Yeah, and that's army supplies are pretty even, but Doctor still hasn't moved his units down. Here they come, finally. Like 2 tanks here, though? Not as many tanks as I would like.
Don't even more than enough to hold out. Well, he did this most of his SCVs. Maybe he does it with PS. Yeah. Yes.
Oh, all the other tanks finally have arrived.
He does have another command center to float over, though. He hasn't taken the 6 o'clock base. I love taking those 2 bases at the same time because you can kind of defend them from one position. Just throw some tanks on the high ground and they defend both bases.
Yeah, the architecture of this map is very good for playing defensively. Like, I think it's actually almost impossible to to kill someone on this map in the mid game. Like, it's so easy to defend a third and take a fourth.
What do you do? The trick to beat a mech player on this map is you attack right into the natural. That choke point looks so terrible to attack into that no one does it, which means no Terran ever defends there. At most you'll see just like a supply depot wall and one tank. You can just walk right through it.
Yeah, so Doctor has like a pretty decent army lead right now, but he isn't going to capitalize on it. And Poly's going to tech to Broods, which aren't amazing given that there's like Cyclones and Thors and battle cruisers.
Yeah, I mean, Cyclones don't really do much against Broods. They get... Unless you catch them off guard. The Broodlings just zone them out too well.
But the Thors, though.
Yeah, Thors are solid. They're not a complete answer, but they're definitely part of the answer. And
Their
motto is also really solid.
Yeah. So, like, Doctor's pretty much maxed. I don't know what his plan is now. Is he going to do a big push, or is he just going to, like, wait for the Zerg to come to him?
Well, it's 2-2 finished. He hasn't started his 3-3. Seems like a good time to push, just on the map. And
Oh, he's unsieging. Is it time? Ooh, it's time. Here comes the big death mech army. And I don't think Poly's army is very good against this unless he like catches all the units unsieged and like just bum rushes in. But even if he does that, like there's a good number of Thors. Unsieged tanks still deal damage. And then there's 4 battle cruisers.
Do not attack them.
Oh no, don't fight up this ramp. Don't do it!
He has to hold his 4th and 5th base too. If those go down, his first 3 bases are too dried out to stay in the game.
Yeah, and Doctor has like a nice bank. There's 2 Hellbats at the other base too, fighting the Queen. And the fight is happening, but it is a horrible fight for Zerg.
Yeah, even though the tanks are out of range for the majority of that fight, it's still, even the BCs are still going on.
Yeah, now the reinforcements are just streaming in. And that's GG. So Doctor takes game number 1.
I like that game went just the way he wanted it to.
Yeah, pretty much. He had the tank out for the first rush push, and then he just kind of macroed up and won.
If you struggle against mech and feel like it's possible to beat, the one thing you definitely just don't want to do is attack into their meat grinder. Don't go to the place where the planetary and siege tanks are and attack him. You need to expand a lot and tech up to late game, or you need to attack somewhere else, like drop the base, Nidus Worm, that sort of thing. When you attack into the meat grinder, the games look very much similar to what we just saw there.
Yeah, there is like some plays people will do where they get just an incredibly large economy and just kind of try to bludgeon the tanks out of the game, where they go up to like, I don't know, 100 workers, and they say, I don't care if I'm going to trade terribly because I'm going to have 10 armies. Right? And that can also work to bully out the mech player, but there wasn't enough drones for Poly for him to just fight like that.
Especially against a mech player like a Velo or someone who just expands ridiculously slowly.
Yeah, you could
you just get a larger economy and trade poorly, and then eventually they'll die. Ref us just in case.
Oh, yes. Now I pull up my cheat sheet for the Game Heart hotkeys so I can set the score.
I think the help window might show it if you do like F11 or something.
Yeah. But I have this nice second monitor with just, here's how to not suck at Game Heart.
There you go. What is the help menu? That's F12 and it's not there, so never mind.
There we go. Alright, so spawning in the bottom left hand corner, up 1-0, we have the orange Terran player, the Doctor.
And in the top right, down a game, but showing he's good with the roach rushes. We got polymorphotic. Nope, you don't. We have polymorphic.
Yeah, his name in Discord's different from his name in game. So I just call him Polly, it's easier.
Sport. Oh, we got some evil devil diamond queue up command from. Probably missed that on stream there.
Yeah, I didn't catch it.
You made that what's that symbol? That like the pentagon star from
Oh.
Diablo? I've never seen someone draw like a full picture with just a rally point.
I've seen people do hearts before. Some people have a macro that does it.
If you're gonna break the terms and conditions, that's the way to lose your account. It's something useless.
I think there was also a bot that had a cute shift queued rally. It might have been a heart too. I don't remember.
I was thinking you could program how to like draw any letter in the alphabet given a space with like supply depots. And then all you gotta do is identify that space, those spaces on the map, and then when you're about to win, you can go total BM, start drawing things, spelling things out on the map.
Yeah, you're saying to the other bot author, I had so much time on my hands that I could beat you and program this. Really rub it in.
I started but never finished coding. So when I play like as a human, sometimes when I get a really big bank, I'll make a ton of command centers and float them all across the map and like rush them with planetary fortresses. Which sounds like a giant meme, but it's actually kind of good because, you know, it's basically more army that doesn't cost supply. So I started coding that for my bot, and then I realized there's like 100 things I actually have to do, and this is just a meme.
Yeah, the to-do list tends to be very long because like whenever you upload it, you're like, oh look, it died to something new, and you're like, oh, guess I need to fix that.
Yeah, it's gotten to the point where I had to recode everything too. This game's too hard to maintain without.
Ooh, the Reaper goes down. Scouts, pretty much nothing. No Roach War in this game, but
You saw speed, you saw one gas. I guess that's enough information, right?
I guess so. But he doesn't see the third, if there's a third hatch, and he's actually sending an SCV to check now.
Maybe even to block it. He might be expecting the third hatch. If he caught that there's only one worker in gas, he might be expecting it. Let's see.
Polly's going Roach again. Polly does not like just droning up. He likes attacking with roaches.
He's already building double spore. It's only 3 minutes in.
He's
He
terrified.
really doesn't want to deal with those BCs again.
The starport isn't even done, let alone the add-on, let alone the unit.
I remember back in the day, like Wings of Liberty, even pro players used to do that. Like if they'd see a DT, they would build like 5 times more detection than they would possibly ever need.
Okay, people in Wings were not very good, okay?
No.
It's actually funny that, like, I'm pretty sure you could take, like, any old Diamond player now and send them back to the first GSL and everyone would be like, oh my god, they're so good!
Oh yeah, they would win the GSL, any Diamond player, I'm pretty sure.
Because they would, like, be able to split, at least kind of, which no one else had thought to do yet, apparently.
You know how long I could beat Ling Baneling with Bio just by pulling back my marines and letting the Marauders eat all the shots? It took like over a year before Zerg players figured out that they shouldn't be running all their Banelings into Marauders.
Yeah. Early days, everything was so unrefined. It's actually hilarious. Alright, so he is taking
Karen
a
didn't
third.
expand in the first GSL. It was all one base all in, so that's all he did.
Yeah, so he is taking a third. He got the Roach Warren, but he hasn't really made any roaches. So I don't really know what his plan is. He's going up to 4 gas, maybe Muta? I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, Lair's on the way. It looks like he's in a little better shape this time. Because, you know, the last time he did a Roach Rush that just lost a bunch of roaches. So this time he has a little more economy. He's got the spores already. Meanwhile, The Doctor's almost identical to last game.
Yep, going BC again. And double
Banshee on
factory.
BC.
Yep.
And she's arriving. The spore will not be done in time, so he'll get a few worker kills here if he starts microing. 2, 3. That spore might finish him off.
Oh,
Oh, it was just about to fire.
didn't quite. Not quite as much damage as last time. Only 4 drones, but. And Polly's actually like droning much more aggressively than he was last game. Like he actually is like getting up to a somewhat respectable drone count pretty fast.
Okay, yeah, you did just jump from 49 to 60. Now it's a little better. He's still a little behind where I would expect his Zerg player to be.
Yeah.
But he has Diamond 3, so
Yeah, you know, it's not the worst.
probably good for Diamond 3.
He's taking his 4th base, going into Hydras again.
Let's see what these Hellions can do. There are no, well, no, the Roaches are just starting at the perfect time, just before the Hellions arrive. So I got 2 queens in position, 3 queens in position. Oh wow, yeah, Assault Wall too. Yeah, so these Hellions will die out quickly. They will get a few worker kills beforehand though. 5, 7. Not bad.
7's alright.
7 is respectable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Polly's
Like,
like,
go worse.
okay, I will drone more. Another 8 drones enter the production tab. Up 11 drones now. He's
Remember
definitely.
when Phoenix was the meta versus Zerg for a long time, and then Zergs realized the counter to Phoenix was just ignore them and keep making more and more drones.
Drones and then upgraded Zerglings.
Because if you guys go in Phoenix, you can't die, so you just build nothing but drones and absorb all the Phoenix kills.
Right. The battle crews are just
DC's doing
blanked.
quite well though.
Yeah, 9 drones go
9
down.
worker kills. You can even kill that queen if he turns around. Though he might want to preserve his hit points. In fact, he could even challenge this 4th base if he brought the BC back.
It looks like he's doing the same sort of weird mix of mech units. He's getting the Cyclone upgrade and making tanks. But I think he's done enough.
Yeah, it's atypical, but I think I kind of like it. I like the idea of a small amount of Cyclones because in larger numbers you can't really micro them properly anyways. But you can always micro 3 Cyclones.
Yeah, and just
Lock
kite
on,
back.
stay outside of range.
Kite
Yeah.
back into your tanks, I guess.
And then you can put all your focus there because you don't really have to micro siege tanks, for instance. So even though you never see this sort of mech, I can see the logic behind it.
Yeah, it's very catch-all, I would say. Very. You're not too as concerned with what your opponent is doing as if you're like all in on one mech unit.
Though he's a little weak at the natural, he still has a bunker, which I guess is better than nothing, but no tanks in a good spot. He will get catch wind of this though, with the Cyclones. But
Alright, looks like Polly's gonna try to push into the natural. There's a lot of units just on the high ground.
yeah, he just pulled him back there, so I think he's here.
The tanks and the Hellions are like kind of cleaning up the rally in from Polly.
Mm-hmm. So he waits until he can fight from the high ground.
He might lose his
He
natural.
loses his natural.
Yeah.
That's gone.
And Polly's like at 70 workers and like up 70 supply. Like this is actually looking really good for him. This fight doesn't look good for him though.
But I think he did enough that it doesn't really matter. He should still have a really commanding lead.
I wonder if Doctor's just going to try to go now that he's been knocked down to 2 bases. Looks like it.
Yeah.
Polly's teching, so he actually just spent a lot of money on a Hive and a Spire, which is not units. We'll see how this counterattack goes. Units are out of position. Oh no, the Cyclones. So the Hellions are getting like decent worker damage done, but all the other units just kind of fed into the army. And all the Hellions are going to die too. Paulie still has 60 drones. Like, this is not terrible, and he's making 12 more. He'll be back up to 72. Versus a 2-base Terran. Well, I guess he's building 2 more CCs in his main.
Well, if you do have to play from behind, being a mech Terran is not the worst strategy to be doing when you're behind.
Yeah, no. Just hope your opponent takes some really bad fights into your tanks. But there's nothing at the third now. And the army...
There's nothing, period. He's got like 4 units.
Yeah, this is not looking good for our Terran hero. Looking great for our Zerg hero. I think it's nice that the top 3 of this tournament is one player of each race.
Yeah. We did what GSL couldn't do for 20 years.
Like, he's doing good damage with these, like, Hellions and stuff, but, like, being down 100 supply is going to be very tough to come back from.
What he needs is for probably more effective throwaways, aren't he?
Man.
So this could be what he's asking for. If he just decides to charge, thinking that he's ahead, and then loses that entire army and he maintains the tank count, then he can safely expand again and get back into it.
Yeah, he should start a Greater Spire. That would be, like, very good to break this position. It's like 4 or 5 Broodlords. There it is.
Yeah. Usually when you're ahead, you think you want to finish, but this is one of those cases where you're ahead, and you really should just try to get more ahead.
Yeah, get the tools to finish him off, because Roach Hydra is not it.
Yeah, but even that little pack of Roach Hydra can keep the Doctor on his first 2 bases for another 5 minutes.
Yeah, he
just keeps cycling them around.
He flew the CC down, and I don't know if Paulie's seen it. No, he hasn't. So he doesn't know that Doctor is actually mining on 3 bases right now. Or I guess
You should check it though.
2.5.
Oh, this is just what the Doctor wanted.
Yeah, this is a massacre of Zerg units at the hands of many siege tanks.
With the reinforcements, it is a massacre, but it might still be enough.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Very nice.
Alright, so 1-1. Close series. Alright. Last map is Nightshade, I believe. Oh, Doctor is watching the replay, I think.
Eternal Evergreen Nightshade. So what would you do differently if you were the Doctor for next match?
I don't know. He's done the same thing both games, and his opponent played better the second game and beat it. So I guess he has to change it up now, because he didn't change something, but his opponent made the correct adjustment, and it worked out. I don't know. If he's really tough, he'll cheese, but it's kind of scary to cheese when you're 1-1.
Yeah. Sometimes you can kind of feel broken though when your go-to build falls apart on you, and you just feel like, oh, let me just all in this guy. When he's facing Roach Hydra, he hasn't seen a Viper. I think he just needs to get up to the large mech count. So maybe just expanding quicker and cutting out the BCs. I think is what I would do.
More tanks, less Hellions, less Cyclones. Would be very good. Yeah, because like when Paulie pushed into his third, there was like, or into his natural, there was like all the tanks were at the third and all the Hellions and Cyclones were like in the main, but the Hellions and Cyclones just couldn't fight very well.
So is this a best of 3?
This is a best of 3, and then the finals is a best of 5.
All right, final match.
Oh, alright. Doctor needs water break. And then there's also, like, maybe Polly will do something different. Like, because he's been kind of adapting to his opponent's play, so maybe he'll, like, continue his path towards, like, trying to find a good counter to the mech.
Well, it seems he has no interest in Hive.
Yeah,
And it worked for him last game, so I think we're more likely to see the exact same thing out of Poly.
yeah, he like gets a
early
hive,
spores.
and then he doesn't really use it. Like, he was getting a greater spire, but he made like one corruptor. It wasn't like a really hard committal into the late game.
Yeah, and like no infestors, no vipers. It's really hard to play the late game without creep spread too. The Zerg gets pretty immobile in the late game. But I think it'll do the same. Worked for him last game.
And then if Doctor wins, Cryptius is going to be very sad. He does not want to play Doctor again.
Oh, I thought this was the third place match.
Well, it's the losers finals. So the winner goes and plays Cryptius in the finals, and the loser gets third place.
Gotcha.
So it kind of is the third place match, but the winner goes on to top 2.
I think Cryptius is in his head. I wouldn't be too scared of our Cryptius. 'Cause, yeah. I think if you just play standard and solid and just let Doctor beat himself.
The Doctor has been doing some suspect plays in that series. All right, players are ready. Cryptius is in the chat rooting for Polly. I believe in you.
Until you're getting flooded with Roachling and you're like, oh, I'd rather be playing against a Terran right now.
Alright. Oops. Still bumbling around with this overlay. I'm still not used to using it. But spawning down here in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the orange Terran player, tied 1-1, the Doctor.
And in the top left, we got the purple Zerg polymorphic, who really turned it around last game. Kind of solved the Doctor's build.
He did.
Let's see what happens here.
Doctor's playing gas first. I don't remember if he went gas first in the other games, though.
I don't recall either.
And a nice normal hatch first from Polly.
Oh, something out of... Oh, maybe this is just a scout.
Probably just a scout.
Did he SCV scout last game?
I think so.
Oh, okay. I just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, because he built that
I think we were
bunker.
all chatting about something else at the beginning.
Yeah, he built a bunker outside of Polly's natural and it just died to drones. Maybe he'll try that again, but position it better so it doesn't get seen. He wanted to put his Reaper in a bunker in the natural. But he built it way too close last time.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that, because a Reaper will never kill the structure, so it just kind of keeps your Reaper scout around longer.
Yeah, and it kind of throws off the Zerg, I guess. It can be pretty annoying, but I don't think it's net positive expected value.
Yeah. I don't play standard in the matchup, so maybe having the Reaper around longer gives you a lot of extra information. Maybe putting a bunker there can cause a huge overreaction from the Zerg. Force out a bunch of units they don't need. Not quite sure.
Yeah, I don't think it's really worth. And he didn't go for it this game. The SCV is just going home, which is good, I think.
So what do you scout? You scout probably the pull off of gas. so very similar to the last game. Almost identical build up. Is an identical build out of Poly.
Let's see if he gets his weird, really fast Roach Warren again. Seems to keep doing that. I don't really understand why. Because last game he didn't even make Roaches, but he still made the Roach Warren.
Yeah, he got it before his third, and then made his first Roach long after his third was finished.
Yeah. So we'll see what his plan is. So looks like he's doing something more normal this time. Third before Roach Warren. Yep.
Schwickenberg can grab a couple kills if it chooses to. There's no Zerglings in sight.
Yeah, they're all in
No
the
sweet
natural.
style.
There's 2 queens and the Lings in the natural, so now the Reaper's in trouble. It should get away still.
He'll make it out. Live another day.
We have a nice reactor Hellion build from Doctor. Probably going into BC again after that. Kind of just very chill early game. He's not really pressuring with these Hellions. There's like no Zerglings. Like he should just run across. There's literally 4 Zerglings. And he's droning. Like he could actually get a lot done here. But
Yeah,
the Hellions are
that's only
split up, which is
4,
not
isn't
good.
it? Big tumor. Looks like he's interested in diving in.
There's literally only just these 3 queens though. A lot of good Terran players that I've talked to about their early game Hellions have said that the secret to your Hellions dealing damage is you have to like look at your Hellions, right? You have to look at your opponent's natural and you have to go, I'm better than this guy. My opponent is bad and he's gonna lose all of his drones to me. Like the confidence is so key with the Hellions. You can't like dawdle with them. You just have to like feel in your heart of hearts that you're the better player and then run in.
I like that he targeted the larva. You saw 3 larva there. Took 2
Yeah.
of them down. Larva's one of those units that has like 10 armor. So most units can't do anything to it, but since they're light, Hellions can actually kill them.
Yeah, and then there's eggs, which are even more ridiculously tough. Because they have 200 health instead of like 25.
Yeah, eggs you just don't kill.
The only thing that like reliably kills eggs is Archons. Archon's pretty good against eggs.
They are biological, that's true. So they do take some bonus. Oh.
There's
Go
a
with the
lot of
Hellions.
Hellions.
We got queen's opposition. So he wants to kill the queen first.
He should just run into the natural right now. There's literally nothing there. Oh, he's too scared. This is what I mean about Hellions, though. You can't have fear.
No, go just with 2 drones. Or 2 drones. He did get that queen for free, though. The only
Battlecruiser's
damage he
done.
took was on his Reaper.
Battlecruiser in the main. Hellions should just run into the natural at the same time as this PC, but I don't think they're going to.
The third.
Yeah, he's insisting on fighting where the queens are despite having a massive mobility advantage, right? You should just go to the natural. Oh, I guess his Roach is out now. He kind of missed his window.
I like this plan, right? He jumps the BC into the main and then have it travel towards the natural. Hope that it sucks the queens back and then run in with the Hellions at the third.
Yeah, Poly's droning.
But the queens didn't get pulled back.
Poly's not... He's probably about 30 seconds slower in his droning than he was last game, so it's not quite as good. I think he hit 60 drones at 6 minutes last game, and now he's just hitting 60 drones.
Yeah, this time it's the Doctor who's not doing so well on the worker front.
Oh my gosh, only
I know
37
he's Terran, but
workers.
37 workers at 7 minutes. He's definitely missed a bunch of production cycles.
Yeah, he's actually very far behind on workers. Like, this is big trouble for Doctor, I think.
He has been trading well, though.
He has, but
Yep.
he has no money. He's actually so poor. He's repairing the battle cruiser with 2 mules? No! Use the SCVs. Oh, that's so
It
much.
should cost more minerals to repair with mules just to punish you.
You should never. What time it's okay to repair with mules is if it's in your opponent's base. Call down repair.
The Manor Mule turns Repair Mule once you realize the game's not over.
Hellions are running in from different directions again, but it's like mostly units in position. They are going to find some damage here at the 3rd.
Yeah. Big damage. Well, running the workers is going to line them up. Oh,
Oof. That
he
was...
brings those other Hellions in now. No.
He actually evened out the worker count there.
Yeah.
So
that
from
was
being
massive.
down 30, now they're even.
17 worker kills. But Zerg is doing Zerg things and just build 17 more drones.
Good old Zerg things. I wish I could do that. They're like, you can chrono, and it's like, I wish I could make 25 workers at once. I can make 4 at once.
Just all of a sudden, like, I want to get ahead, and then I start making SCVs out of all my barracks as well.
You reactoring SCVs. That'd be great. Terran would love that. Alright, still trying this multi-prong with the Hellions. See if he lines it up better this time.
Got a couple of fresh tumors this time. It's nice to actually see creep tumors out of Poly more this time. Ooh, injuring a lot of drones, killing few.
The last couple shots are really good though.
Oh man, just needs like 1 or 2 more hits over there.
So he loses 12 and then he makes 15. The Zerg way.
He's racking up a whole ton of kills as well. He's at 14 kills. I'm not sure how much of that is from earlier.
Yeah, 16 drones went down there. Like he's dealing good damage. Let's see, like what is his mech army at home? He's just now building tanks. Like he hasn't been building tanks before. Now he only has 2. So, like I feel like he's dealing good damage, but like his transitions are so slow.
Because he doesn't have the worker count. He needs to like queue up SCVs before he harasses. Just so he doesn't have to worry about doing both things at once, because he struggles at doing both at once. Like he's killed over 40 workers and yet he's down. He's been down in worker count the entire game.
Yeah.
So it's just a macro fail.
Yep. Poly's finally up to his happy 70 drones. Although his 3rd is like massively oversaturated. So it's not actually really like he has 70 drones. Yeah, his saturation is actually terrible. Oh, he's fixing it. Good, good. That was not the most efficient way to be mining there. Units are coming in from a weird angle.
Yeah, and like these tanks are positioned in like a neutral position, which I don't agree with. I think you need them in a position where they can shoot things that are trying to take out the depot wall.
Yeah, maybe he'll
These charges can
reposition.
kill the depot wall for free, which means why even have a depot wall? I'm gonna be shelling him during that time.
Alright, here's another meat grinder of a fight.
Not planetary though, but yeah, he's got enough Hellbats to soak up a lot of hits. And then he's got some structures that get in the way. This is exactly how you want to do it with the next fight. It's not just the tanks, it's about having the fodder in front and the choke points.
So that was the first attempt to sort of bludgeon the mech player out of the game. And it didn't. I mean, he killed all the fodder and he killed like a few tanks. I feel like if he does another push and he just walks right into the natural, because there's just nothing there now. Like everything is at the 3rd. Alright, Poly's getting a hive again. Jury's still out on if he'll actually use it for something.
I guess for 3-3 upgrades.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of upgrades, does he have any? Oh, there they are in the back.
Yeah, it's 2-2 versus 2-2,
2-2
right?
range.
Not too bad.
Does scan the hive, which is probably actually good for polymorphic, because now the doctor's going to be worried about all the hive tech when there's probably going to be no hive tech coming.
He's actually made a lot of corruptors this game and is starting a Greater Spire, so this might be the first game that he actually does a proper Broodlord transition.
Yeah, I mean, he made a good amount of corruptors the last couple of games too, but he just used them to kill BCs in the final fight.
That's true.
It is nice to make a whole bunch of corruptors before they turn into broodlords, like while you're waiting on the Greater Spire. Corruptors can actually get some work done.
Yeah, and he's
They're
actually
unexpected. You can kill the air. You can find structures as peon and take down, especially if they're command centers.
yeah, he's actually not maxing out, and he's banking money, which implies he does actually want to morph a bunch of broods as soon as his Greater Spire is done.
And he's got the creep spread this time too.
Yeah, no, it's actually looking much more solid from Poly. Alright, Greater Spire is almost done. Let's see what he does. It's done.
Doctor did scan and saw a bunch of
He's trying to...
corruptors.
He's like, let me
So he's gotta
morph
be
in
expecting
peace.
the broodlord soon.
Oh, there's the
Two doors
Broodlords.
at a time.
7 Broodlords. These Hellbats are actually getting a ton of workers. 12 drones go down there. Alright, and we have Broodlords. There's 4 Thors and 3 battle cruisers, which is like not the worst thing, but I don't know if it's enough to deal with this many Broodlords with all the Roach Hydra underneath. He definitely can't fight without his Broodlords.
His Thors are on the wrong road too. I think. There we go. Oh, we got the upgrades. We can switch modes instantly.
Alright. So I think this fight is actually pretty good for Poly. Oh, no, never mind.
Not at all. That was a slaughter.
So it looked good at first because I thought that the tanks were going to shell all the Thors and kill them.
Yeah. I wonder if the doctor is actually.
But if it looked like he might have been focus firing because usually when the Broodlords come out, the tanks become Zerg units, and they just shoot all the Terran units for you. But it didn't look like that was what happened in that fight, which was kind of surprising to me. So maybe he shift clicked, or maybe he just got lucky. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'll have to ask him because it also looks like the Thors are focus firing on the.
Okay,
Broodlords,
the Thors are
automatically
terribly out of position with no tank support, so they're just all going to die for free. This is a huge misstep by the Doctor.
But it's an understandable misstep. When you win a fight that well, you don't expect to run into another 80 supply with a Roach Hydra.
Yeah, that was super bad. But Poly might throw away all of his units with no Broodlord support.
Yeah, now Polly might do the same thing. He's like, oh, I just want to fight massively. It's probably easy to walk across. At least he's seeing the new base, not walking into the tank line. Tanks without any fodder. They're gonna lose a good portion of the tanks here.
Oh,
Or not.
the planetary is absorbing all the fire while being repaired. It doesn't even die.
I thought for sure he would have moved on those tanks.
Okay, now it looks like Poly has died.
Polly does not have a bank, so he's not going to be able to make another 80 supply of Roach Hydra.
Yeah, and there's a large mech army that I think Doctor will probably wait until he's maxed to push again, but that actually isn't that long from now.
No, he's got a really solid economy.
And I don't think Poly is going to be able to fight anymore. I think it really just came down to that fight where he lost all of his Broodlords. Like, I think that fight actually could have been fine for the Zerg if he, like, pulls back the Broods so the Thors don't focus them and, like, just kind of backs off when the tank sieges. But then he just kind of outstayed his welcome. And I think it did start out very well for him because, like, it felt like Doctor was kind of pushing into a choke and, like, his units were kind of, like, not cohesive, but then by the end, Pauly's army just melted anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of watching what the Terran was doing in that fight, and all I saw was the Thors destroying the Brood Lords, and the Broodlings not getting friendly fire that they wanted.
Yeah. And I don't think Pauly can start this
more
on.
because he's out of his comfort zone a bit, his late game. He just kind of stopped doing a bunch of things once the game got to a certain point. He stopped expanding, he stopped spreading creep.
And the mid game actually looked really good for him, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, not as good as last game, but he was definitely in it, despite losing a ton of workers. In fact, he's probably winning.
But now he is dead. I don't think there's anything he can do from here.
One thing I like about Thors is it's the one mech unit that you can kind of mass up an A move. All the rest of the time with mech, you're always worried about being caught out of position, or you're not seeing, or not getting sieged up in time. So with Thors, when you're ahead, you can just get A move and go get a drink. Smattering a Roach Hydra is gonna die, and I think that will be it. Very Crypt.
Yeah, the tanks don't even need to siege to win this fight. And that's it. Finals is going to be Cryptius versus Doctor rematch.
Good series.
Alright, Cryptius, it is time. Oh, actually, Doctor needs to eat, I think.
Ooh, speaking of food, go check on mine. I'll be right back.
Alright, I guess I'm going to go grab some food as well, and then we will do the finals. No need to wait? Oh. Oh, I guess we're probably going back to Europe again. Unclear what happens next.
Hey guys.
Hello. I think Ketchup went AFK for a few minutes.
That's okay. So we'll wait for him to get back. I don't mind.
Going back to Europe?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, I want to see the sickest builds ever, Crypt, okay?
Yeah, there we go. Hey, dude.
They're going to be using those builds in GSL. Alright?
I got something prepared. It's fine. Some more Golden War fun. I think we only get one veto and then like
Correct.
choice the maps from here, so that's going to make things more interesting.
Yeah, it definitely is. We get to do another Period Industry.
Oh god,
I just had to do that build because I thought of it during the big long loading screen, and I'm like, like it's not on the ladder anymore, so it's not like I'm gonna play this map all that much more. Like,
yeah,
like,
I did
rushing
see
close
it
to the
coming.
island. And, like that's
Yeah, I was like looking at it, like I sent my probe over to the other side of the map and I didn't see anything. I'm like, what's happening here? And then I just saw all of your SCVs stream into my. Oh fuck.
it was a fun game.
I honestly thought I was dead, and then like I think like because you tried to attack the pylon, and the worst thing was that I created the pylon outside of the range of the gateway, so I wouldn't have been able to use the gateway anyway.
Oof. Yeah, I think the worker drill was like the worst. I mean, apparently it's the worst. I didn't actually notice like in game, and I don't worker rush all that much, so I don't know how bad it is. But it sounds like all your workers got a bunch of freaking shots on mine.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, that was a fun game anyway.
It was fun.
Yeah. And I did kind of like check all the other bases. I thought you might have gone to the island base, but I did kind of like check around the gold base as well, just to see. But yeah.
My second favorite one to take.
Yeah, I love the gold base on that map. Nobody ever checks it.
Totally. That first game was pretty silly too.
Yeah.
I was doing something I don't normally do just for funsies.
I was just lucky that I got my observer out just at the time your ghosts came in.
Yeah, maybe I should have moved in with the ghosts earlier and tried to EMP. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm happy with the damage I did. I floated way too much minerals at the end. Like, it feels bad to die when you have 3k minerals in the bank.
Yeah, I know that one.
That tends to happen when you do something you haven't practiced a lot. So.
All right, Cryptius.
Yeah, I'm just logging in. Sorry.
If you make zealots, I want you to get charge, okay?
No.
Okay.
Stronger without charge, by the way. Like I lose to Protoss all the time. Like, think about it. You could get 2 more zealots with the amount of money you're spending on charge.
It's actually a very good idea. You know, like.
Crit did win with slow zealots. Like, just a pile of slow zealots running into the doctor's base.
That's true. I just needed to get my limbs earlier. I had the money for it. I mean, I had the production time. I just didn't do it because I was too busy having fun with nukes.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw them coming down. At that point, I just got all of my shit in your base, and I thought, fuck it. If I get nuked, I get nuked. I'm just going to wipe you out anyway.
For sure.
Yeah, so... Should we do it all on EU? Are you happy with that? Or do you want to split it?
Yeah, sure. We could change, like, halfway through if I have problems or anything like that.
Okay. Sounds good.
So... You're up.
Alright,
Although I do want that food. I guess I'll eat after this game, it's fine.
is your food here?
Oh, that's cool.
I ordered food from DoorDash because I didn't want to, like, spend all my time, like, making food or something. Like, live stream too much.
Right, so...
I don't know if that... Oh, is this Ketrok? I see recent party members barcode. I hope that's Ketrok and not some random person.
It is.
Yeah, it's me.
So, I am just going to veto Eternal Empire.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What should I veto? Eternal Empire is such a good map. I really like it because it's easy to take your third.
I really hate it because you always end up with Liberators in the worst spots.
Gotcha. Like, in your side of the base or mine? Like,
well, obviously.
I'm just taking notes here. Like, let's see. I'm checking the maps, see which ones I hate. Let's veto Simulacrum.
Okay.
I think that's my lowest win rate TVP, according to SC2 replay stats, so I'll just go with that one.
Alright. I think your first choice as well, if you want.
Oh boy. Actually, Zen's even lower. Let's go Zen first map.
Zen it
Okay.
is.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to drop out of the chat
Yeah.
so they can stream it.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
Good luck,
I mean,
mate.
not delete channel. Yeah, I'm having a full brain fart. Ah, there's.
Alright, we are finally ready, I think. Oh, maybe not. Alright, now we're ready. You here, Ketchrock?
Yeah.
Excellent. Alright, so Crypt said he had something prepared. He had come up with something during the downtime, so we'll see what it is. Alright, and they've gone with Zen, which I think is amusing, but spawning up here in the upper right-hand corner, we have Cryptius coming from the winner's bracket. And I think he gets a one-game advantage because he came through the winner's bracket.
So you're that 1-0 right now?
Yes.
Alright, that's cool. And in the bottom left, we have the Blue Terran and the Doctor in this third straight series, where he's burnt out at all. I feel like this is a good... I'm not sure if he plays mech versus Protoss, but this is a pretty good mech map.
Chat's asking if it's bracket reset style. I don't think it is, just because we don't want this tournament to go all week. And playing two series back to back is a lot.
Whoa. Holding 5 workers to chase a probe.
He's very scared of Cannon Rush, it seems.
Yeah.
Well, he built his rack somewhere weird. Wonder if Cryptius is going to think it's a proxy. Yeah, he's scouting for it. He hasn't seen it yet.
Oh, it's just outside his vision.
Oh, he still hasn't seen it. Doctor's like,
push him away.
chase him away. Don't let him see it.
Oh. Nope, it's outside of view.
Oh my goodness.
Did not see it.
So Doctor gets to play completely normal while mind gaming Crypt super hard. Crypt's getting a second gateway. Wouldn't surprise me if he started building shield batteries and Doctor's just gonna expand.
I mean, great. He even took his probe away too. He's not going to see the expansion.
Yeah, this opener has gone very well in terms of mind games for the Doctor. Terran CC is starting before Protoss Nexus. It's always good for the Terran.
Chrono is... Oh no, he is chronoing the Stalker. Stalker and Warp Gate. No shield battery. But no Nexus either, so...
Yeah, he's just chronoing 2-gate Stalker. And he's really been sold that he's getting cheesed. Maybe he'll just do some counter pressure with these stalkers and it'll work out though.
Maybe his plan was just to rush himself. Who knows?
I mean, the stalker is going across. There aren't any marines yet.
No, but there's a... Yeah, actually, I don't think I like that bunker placement. Doesn't really defend either wall.
Crypt's finally expanding.
Saves his workers.
Oh wait, there's a Ghost Academy. I missed this. Why is there a Ghost Academy?
Taking some hull damage on that stalker.
He hasn't started Cloak or a nuke yet. He hasn't built any ghosts. I guess his factory isn't done, so he can't start nuke yet.
And his second barracks is delayed, so unless he's going to take that first one off the reactor. Feels like a rough build.
It does.
Rolling off with your production structures, going straight into Ghost.
It does. And then Ruff will lose and complain. Be like, but Ruff, what you did doesn't make sense.
That's why it works, it's also why it doesn't work.
Yes.
Oh, he can pick up Tech Lab. He's going to. Yeah, that's why I wasn't so happy with this bunker placement.
Yeah, there's a Reaper in the main dealing maybe probe kills? Oh. Oh. There it is.
What's up to? 2 kills, not bad. Let's go get a third. And pulling all 3 stalkers though, which I think is the most important part of this Reaper harass.
We are now allowed to build an add-on. It's permitted.
He only needs to start the Ghost.
Let's see. Alright, his
Then you can
factory
move
is
the
done. Nuke? Nuke time? Hello? Or cloak time? Or something time? He's making the ghost. Cryptius up, finally. Cryptius is building a dark shrine. Cryptius's favorite unit in the whole world is the Dark Templar.
My favorite thing about Ghost is using it to detect the Dark Templar.
With the
Makes
MP.
you feel like you're better than other people because I remember that EMP detects, where most people always forget that feature.
Yeah, oh well, it only detects cloak things, unfortunately. Can't use it against a burrow roach.
Yeah, that's why I don't feel so smart, because I have used EMP against burrowed units to try to detect them before. That does not work.
And you're like, oh, nope, that's not how that works.
There was actually a meta way back when TVT used to always open Cloak Banshee, so some people would open Ghost as a counter, because Ghost do bonus to light, and then they also can detect. So the trick was you put your Banshee over top of your opponent's orbital command, and then when he EMPs to detect you, he destroys all the energy on his own orbital as well. Oh, he's going to scout it. He's going to see the DT shrine.
He is. Cloak is being researched. He also pulled away without shooting it, so I don't think Cryptius knows it was seen.
Yeah.
And there's a third CC. He's saved plenty of scans. Turrets are being built. This looks
He's getting
super
warped in the
okay.
back. And it's spotted, but there's DTs involved. Attack! Don't move command! He killed 1 DT only. Okay, he's got another scan though.
Now they're in turret range.
Yeah, you think he needs to run or kill that turret or do something. So didn't even have to use another scan.
So he lost his prism, 5 DTs, and he killed 4 workers. That was not worth at all for Cryptius.
No.
Still, his third's just starting now, too.
And even if it's even, that's still bad for the Protoss. There's like a opportunity cost to going into the Dark Templar tech where you need to do better than even.
Yeah. I feel like Doctor could just like push with his Raven and win. He has Stim done. His army is much larger. What does Cryptius even have? Like a couple gateway units. They're all in his main.
And he's researching that nuke.
Up he is. Building a nuke.
This feels like the perfect time to push. Now that his Raven just finished.
Yeah, save some scans for
DT.
home and then just go.
Yeah. So you don't have to worry about like the opponent just trickling in defensive DTs until you run out of scan. As long as you keep that Raven up.
Oh, I've done that to people before. It's so annoying for them. They're like, I'm out of scans. I killed your 4 Dark Templar and you had a 5th one. Because I'll trade 1 DT for a scan. It's fine.
So I win every TV. Oh, the tanks can't get out. Don't do that. It's gonna take forever. Oh, I guess he only has 4 tanks.
It's like, alright, we'll fly him in. This medevac. But that SCV needs to be healed. I can't go and push.
It's in the geyser, never mind. It's out of the geyser. Let me heal him again.
Oh
the Raven's
no,
gone.
the
Yeah,
Raven
there goes that.
flew ahead. And he's like a lot of batteries at his 3rd.
You know what? I'm not gonna do it to the Raven. Siege up. It's a perfect spot. Good shot.
The Doctor's like
Observer rushing the 3rd.
kind of
Observer's
botched.
headed there.
Doctor's kind of botched this push. Like, I feel like it had so much potential to like just win the game.
Yeah.
And
He's
now it
putting
doesn't.
2K resources.
Yeah.
Just adding on barracks now, so he should probably wait it out.
Right, Cryptius has charged this game. Insane.
Does not have upgrades, however.
Does not. There's only +1
He's
for
got
the
2
town.
forges chrono boosting. It's on the way.
I guess this push could still work out for a Doctor, but I feel like if he'd been more decisive, the game would have ended already.
I don't think he can kill a base, but he probably can trade well.
There's pretty much only... His army is like Stalker DT. With DT Blink.
Oh, he does have DT though.
He does. He does. Oh, maybe he canceled it. He did cancel it. He was getting it.
That's it's actually pretty useful against tanks.
It is.
Jump in before they splash you to death.
The good old Nightmare build was a charge slot Blink DT all in against Terran.
I was trying to kill the ghost, but taking a beating in the process.
Yeah, that fight was questionable for Cryptius. Like, he has a super battery, but like he's actually just meat grindering in here. Oh no. That was terrible.
Focusing down the super battery.
This has felt
Players having issues spending the money.
very unclean from both players, I think. Both of them weren't really sure what they wanted to do.
Have to be at the charge lots. Nope, waste the charge.
All the probes at the 3rd are getting massacred.
I think he knows about the 4th, but there's no workers there, so...
Yeah, I don't think it matters. He has a new Raven. He's killing the Dark Shrine. Cryptius doesn't really have much. Doctor is so like confident he's double expanding.
Turtling up on 2 bases when your opponent's on 6. Not sure if that's going to be the winning strategy, but probably his only choice if he didn't want to die immediately.
Yeah, it's really rough for Cryptius from here on out.
Trying to figure a way back into this. I don't think there is one.
Yeah, I don't know how you would
Magic
win from here.
storms.
Huge storms, but he's just been
Turn them all
making.
into Archons.
Yeah, he's just been making Archons. And there's a nuke.
2 shield batteries.
Oh, this nuke could be huge.
Oh,
Oh,
Archons a little bit.
nuke wasn't as huge, but
Oh, the EMPs on the Archons.
everything else was huge. There's GG. Alright, and the Doctor wins the first game. So now we have a best of 3. Because they're tied 1-1.
Remember Brood War, how EMP did total shield damage? So Archons are basically unusable in the matchup.
I didn't actually really... Wait, in Brood War you said?
Yeah.
I didn't play...
So you kill all 350 shields with just 1 EMP.
Oh. That sounds, yeah, very terrible for Archons.
And I think they have 1 hit point in Brood War, not even 10 hit points like in SC2.
A gentle breeze kills them after you EMP them.
Yeah.
I don't know if Doctor ran away to grab his food or not.
If any bot authors in chat want to design a show match, someone wants a vendetta against someone else, then we could give Doctor a break and cut the series in half.
Hmm.
Yeah, so Doctor's gonna take his break.
You're right. I think we're going to take a break, so
I could off race versus someone.
if you want. Maybe me and Doctor against you.
Doctor needs to eat.
Yeah.
I'll try a game against you.
Oh boy, what race am I playing?
Whatever you want.
You can pick. I can.
You can play your main. I don't mind dying.
Okay.
I won't feel bad when I lose that way.
Alright, want to go to NA, I guess? I can play in Europe if you don't mind.
I'm fine on Europe. I don't mind anybody.
Alright.
It's only Korea I have terrible lag with.
Me too.
Oh, and those NA servers of Australia and Singapore and Brazil.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the worst.
Well, I'll just sit and watch you. I won't say anything. If that's alright.
Yeah, it's,
Alright. So people will
you
get
can
to see.
commentate. Just try doing the most spoiler-free way.
Yeah, I'm not.
Look at these things
No,
that's happening
I'll-
from that guy.
I will shut up and let you guys play. Let the masters show us how it's done.
I will say Ketrak is making ravens. How's that?
Yeah, makes sense.
Maybe he won't make ravens as a mind game.
I'll just say it anyway, whether he's making it or not.
Oh,
So
Ketrak did not accept the invite.
I think we need to kick Doctor for a
Yeah.
second.
No, he accepted the invite. I thought.
Oh,
no,
okay.
maybe it wasn't. Maybe
It's
Beaness
3 or
line.
4.
Yeah, so Doctor's the only one person. There we go. That works.
Alright, I will play toss. You ready?
I'm ready.
I will talk while I play. This will be fun.
I'm just gonna go grab a cuppa. I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
I think I've only played you once before, Ketrak, and I think I was playing Terran.
I will say, compared to other people my level, I beat more GMs than them, but I also lose to more Platinum League players than a typical person at my level. It's because I play weird, so it depends how the opponent can adjust to weird.
Are we gonna cast ourselves? I mean, I can try. I'm also like playing on higher graphic settings and stuff than I usually do. Everything's kind of weird.
Good. Any advantage, I'll take. I've seen you play before, so I'm not sure what that's gonna look like. Probably very standard and very good.
I
my guess.
will tell you that I am a pretty standard player, yes. I don't think that gives too much away.
It's one of those builds where I could be map hacking and wouldn't be able to beat you. There's no flaws in the standard builds.
That's the idea. Am I annoying?
Yeah, but I handled it okay, I think. Sometimes others workers doing this.
Ooh, repair.
Yeah, that was really good micro by me. I definitely didn't turn on auto repair and was looking away.
Oh, that's cheating. You said you were allowed to do that.
Does anyone go CC first in GM?
Not really. People did it for a while, but there's a lot of things that punished it. Like if I was doing the max packs build, you would be very sad. Don't know if you're familiar. Yeah, I don't think you would. Your bunker would be done when my zealot walked into your base.
No, but it would be started, so I'd still have the wall.
I'm not sure. Hard to work out the timing.
I don't know if I've ever faced it before because I don't really scout, but I've not died to proxy gateways before, I know that much.
Oh. That's awkward. There's a tank up there. Me playing on weird settings while like streaming is showing.
Still me more bad things. Raises my confidence a little.
You know GM on US is equal to about silver on EU, right?
Oh yeah.
It's fine.
I actually think there's no difference between NA and EU outside of like GM level. I've always been the same ranking on both.
No, I've played on this tournament and like roughly sort of like people on the US servers are about the same level as they would be on the EU.
I think it makes a difference at the really high up because all the pros play on EU.
Yeah.
It's just decided that's where you get the best practice, so even the NA pros play over there.
Well, Some nice turrets you have there. Yeah, you can't have this, just FYI.
Okay, just testing.
What's this? Oh, that's a lot of tanks.
Yeah, that's all. No, SCB stopped the auto repair. Well, that third was kind of part of my build.
It's against the rules, sorry.
Is that a dog in the background?
No, definitely not.
No.
Oh, that's bad luck.
It's EU ping, I didn't pull it back quite fast enough.
Oh, I didn't cancel that. I might be dead. Yeah, that's why I thumbed this map down. Not one leg him off, so I can take a third easily versus Protoss. And if I don't, it leaves me open to this blink position.
Oh. Those were nice mine shots, but like, your third died.
Oh, I lost my natural. Didn't see that happen.
Alright, I don't want to get blown up, so like, I'm just gonna see you. Bye.
Why'd you have to be there?
Surprise. Yeah. I built cans at this base, but
All my production's gone. I can't even spend that money. It's probably time for me to concede here. Yeah, I'm gonna call it.
GG.
That third. Doctor back yet?
Don't know.
Let's try one more. Different map.
There's a lot of Widow Mines. I was having to make disruptors at the end. I'm like, how am I going to remove all these?
You guys can play another one if you want. I just finished eating that.
Oh, if you're ready, we can
Yeah, let's hop into
deliver the
tournament game then.
the promised content.
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
Well, I hope everyone enjoyed seeing lots of stalkers and zealots.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was fun. It gives me some tips on what to do next, so thanks. Anyway, I'll hop out of here. I think Nightshade is next map. So cool.
Okie doke, I can make Nightshade. Alright. Get the right players in. Alright. Alright.
Alright, Nightshade. So
Alright.
in the top left, we have the red Protoss. It is Crip.
And in the bottom right, coming in from the losers bracket after a really silly series earlier, we have the Doctor.
Yeah.
No
Let's see
worker
how silly
rushes
it
this
goes.
game.
Well, we got something coming out of Crip though.
Early pro.
Unless that's a pylon scout. I feel like this is probably something more aggressive.
Cannon rush, maybe?
That'd be my guess.
Nope.
Oh,
It's a gateway.
wait, no. Just a super early scout, I guess. Unless he's gonna proxy another pylon. You could have done the max packs. I feel like now though.
Yeah, I don't know the exact timing on. I've never seen a Max Packs interact with CC first. I don't know when your Rax is done versus when the Zealot's done.
The bunker, I think, is like halfway done when the Zealot arrives. But since I make a wall, that's not really an issue for me, unless I have bad RNG with my SCVs.
Yeah, or if I guess like if I micro my probe well enough, I can bully you, so you can't put it where you want it.
Yeah, he could also pylon block the wall, so I can't make the wall. But without that stuff, I can handle proxy gate okay with that build.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't play against CC first much. So the traditional thing that people do to beat CC first is do like a disruptor drop or a colossus drop.
Straight watching this. I've done that once.
Because usually the follow up to going CC first is they go 3 racks. So their like anti colossus drop tools are very late. But I felt like you were gonna just build a factory anyway, so I didn't do that.
Yeah. That map's tough because I don't really have a defense to a blink all in, so I was just hoping I could establish my third before he took that position. But when you say a blink stock is in that position, I'm pretty much dead unless Widow Mines get lucky.
So they're both expanding. No weird mind games or other nonsense this game so far.
There's a proxy pylon.
Oh, there
He's
is.
expanding though, so but
Proxy
there.
Stargate, maybe? Yes.
oh wow. If you're gonna build it that close, you may as well block the third base a bit. I can see low ground shield battery shenanigans being interesting here.
Yeah, I feel like he's just gonna make the Oracle for harass, but it'd be very interesting if he went Void Ray. Very unexpected.
So you build the shield batteries right up against the edge to do the Void Ray or Tempest or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you got this nice little gap for a Nexus behind it. So then you take this as your natural, and then you have the shield battery overcharge as well.
Don't give the memers ideas.
We got the whole thing planned out here.
This coming to a...
Reaper's in, and there's one Stalker.
Yeah, he's pretty well defended.
I think he'll get a worker.
I'll get like
two.
one probably here.
Get away.
The question is he ready for this Oracle? He made 2 Widow Mines, which are very good if he puts them somewhere useful. Which he hasn't done. Oh, he just SCV scouted the proxy Stargate, so now he's going to put the Widow Mines in good spots.
Behind the satellite dish of the... See why? Yep, CVAs go north.
And boom. So yeah, Crypts.
Don't like that he's trying to attack the pylon with his SC Marine here though. This is just... You never keep that Marine alive. The Stalker always comes and kills it. Oh, he drew out the Oracle. That's huge.
Yeah, that was a massive waste of Oracle energy.
Yeah. Even and the Stalkers are actually on the way there as well. One of those mistakes that every Terran player's made. It's like, yeah, found the pylon, then we go depower them. But you can never do it at that point in the game. Not until you have stim. You'll just throw away your early barracks units. Reaper's in vision.
Will he revelate these mines? Oh, he will. Oh, and Doctor is playing mech this game, so he will mech against Protoss apparently. He doesn't really have a lot of units though.
Nice. I know it's 23 Stalkers, but he's got nothing.
Oops.
Great depot down. Makes him supply block, and now he's gonna lose the, possibly lose the double depot. Crypt falls back, establishes his third. Blank is on the way. Dark Templar Archives, or Templar Archives is on the way. Needs to saturate his gas, but other than that, it's looking quite well for Crypt.
Yeah, this game is probably going to take quite some time. They're both just kind of macroing up.
It's not like a Doctor's behind. He does have an orbital in his main base. He can float out.
Yeah, no.
He's ready to take his third. These 2 tanks, I think he'll probably make that flight. I guess he doesn't know that the Crypt expanded to his third, so he might be a little worried still.
Yeah, this could be a repeat of the first series where like Doctor just plays too safe while Crypt just takes all the bases. Oh, he probably will discover with the mine drop what's happening.
Immediately gets scouted. Oh. Oh, Crypt did not notice.
No one
That was
noticed.
a free medevac. Because I think he had blink as well. He did, yeah. That medevac was done. He's got to float that third base away though, or he's going to lose it.
Yeah, but like, there's still this mine drop going across the top, and I don't think Cryptius really has anything ready to deal with this. And these mines are permanently cloaked while burrowed because of the new balance change.
Yeah, it's got an armory. You need the armory, but there's that.
Surprisingly, only 8 probes. That was not incredible.
No.
But there's still no detection here.
What happened to the fourth one of mine?
It was a Hellion.
Oh. That makes sense.
Oh, he does not.
Do you know these timings really well, or are you about to lose some more workers? Do you know that they don't unclose it? Again, didn't hit that well, though. Just 7 more.
Yeah, you gotta target them if you want the maximum kills.
Yeah. When they're mining, it's hard to get a ton of kills, though. Really, it's often the Protoss who commit suicide by pulling too late and clustering them all together.
Yeah, and these will
Yeah,
fire
pull
again.
early or don't pull at all. Don't pull at all. It means each Widow Mine will get at most 3, maybe 4 kills.
Yeah, so a Widow Mine's cooldown is roughly the same as a cannon's build time. So if your cannon starts after the mines have already fired, it won't be done in time to prevent them from firing. Unless you start it before.
I always wondered how Protoss players mentally timed out a Widow Mine. You see pros do that. They go back to mining, and then right before the Widow Mine's ready to fire again, they pull the workers once more.
Yeah.
Maybe they probably just look at the clock, I guess.
So some
First hit happens.
you eventually like get a good feel for it, like for the timings of stuff like that, where you're just like, it's gonna happen now. And you just know because you've seen it so many times.
Doc loves his sensor towers, man.
Yeah, and he's really playing turtle this game. I don't like that he's always rallied to his main base. I feel like his bases are always super exposed because of the way he rallies his units.
Yeah. Especially the Hellions, you always want them rallied right to where your tanks are. Because they have to be in position for the start of the fight.
Yeah. What the heck are Doctor or Cryptius's probes? Oh, there's like none at his third base. They're all at his fourth for some reason. Guess he never resaturated after the mine drop.
One good thing for the Doctor is I don't think Crypt's the type of player to go into Tempest or Carriers in response to mech. He stays on this like Gateway Immortal army. Then eventually this mech is just going to become too strong for him.
There's a Hellion drop running into the third, which should deal a lot of damage. Oh, morphing Hellbats too. Yeah, that has done a ton of damage.
Barely drained any of the batteries because they couldn't survive long enough to even heal.
Yeah, and I don't think there's much surface area for Cryptius to attack here. There's so many Hellbats and tanks and stuff. And there's a
If he
wall.
turns that one Hellbat around, you can actually kill the Nexus. Well, last 2 probes though. And even drained all the batteries. Getting that bonus damage on the Zealots.
Yeah, so if Cryptius tries to attack here, it's going to be terrible. It's going to be like the most one-sided loss of a fight I've ever seen. He might be able to pick off this fourth base, which would be good, but he definitely can't just fight into the tanks and stuff.
I think I've seen this before where someone, might even been Crypt, was way ahead of the Doctor, but never made units beyond Stalker Zealot, and ended up just like suiciding 200 supply of army
In this tournament?
to a tank line.
I think it was Infi versus the Doctor, where that happened on Golden Wall.
Yes, it was on Golden Wall.
Yeah, that was Infi.
I can see the same here. I mean, there's not even Immortals in the army, let alone a Sky transition.
Yeah, this.
Yes, Storm, I guess, but Storm is not good.
You don't want to storm. Yeah, Storm is not what you want at all. You can storm the Hellbats, like, I guess it's okay there, but, like, against anything else, it's just awful. Oh, he has realized that storms are awful and made Archons. His Oracle is on, running out of energy slowly.
Oh, you're right.
He's also rallying probes to the middle of the map. I don't really know what Cryptius's plan is here. He hasn't really done anything for the past 30 seconds, just kind of sitting here.
Yeah. It's just one of those tough spots. Like, you want to attack your opponent and keep trading, and then you realize you can't because he's turtled up. And then some players just don't know what to do in that position.
Well, he should be able to pick off this fringe base. There's just a planetary here and nothing else.
It's getting a little bit of value out of this turn.
Here comes the big mech ball of scariness. Oracle's still on. Just ran out of energy. Killed a Hellbat first. Oh no.
That for 170 energy.
Here's the
He's on hold position.
the fight-ish.
Only one side's fighting. Now the other side's not fighting.
And this is a slaughter.
Doctor stick. The jack of all trades, master of none. Oh, wait, something's going on in the back though.
There are zealots in his main. They killed 9 workers, but that's okay. Because Doctor killed the whole army in exchange. So now I think the Doctor could just go win the game.
Just getting distracted by little orphans here and there.
He is going to go win the game though.
Yeah, here he goes. More warp isn't to worry about. So can 7 stalkers defeat this mech army? Look at that annoying liberator too at the board basement crypt. Just completely turned off the entire base.
Yep. This is definitely the end. GG. Alright, the Doctor is now leading 2-1. Which is kind of what was supposed to happen in the previous series, but the Doctor decided to troll or something.
What do you do versus mech as a toss player? You go Sky Toss or you do like Immortals and...
It depends on the kind of mech. So if they're not going too tank heavy, I actually will play Blink Disruptor, because I think it's fine against like Cyclones and Thors and Mines and stuff like that.
Yeah. What about the turtley?
If they go really turtley, yeah, I'll probably go into carriers and be really greedy on the map. I don't play against that very much though, so I don't have a lot of practice against it.
Mecha was always bad versus Protoss, but Legacy of the Void, it got even worse. There used to be a subreddit called All Things Mech, and when Legacy of the Void came out, it just died.
Tragic.
Everyone stopped playing Starcraft 2 when they realized they could never beat Protoss again.
Maru won some games with it, but it was mostly as a, like, surprise, you weren't expecting this sort of strategy where their opponent would make a Colossus and then die to tanks.
There's a streamer called Froby who does quite well.
He is very good.
He doesn't win with mech, he wins with economy. He just goes battle mech and then he just expands like insanely fast. And then as long as he trades somewhat evenly, he can pull off a victory.
He is very difficult to play against, for sure. Compared to the other players in GM that play mech, he's like the most difficult to beat. Like usually if I play against Avalo or Ref, like it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
I've played against Avalo's bio before. I don't really understand what motivated him to do that one time.
Sometimes I think it's just a trick, and then sometimes it's because mech is so bad versus toss. Would be my guess.
I've also played against Ruff's bio. That was interesting. It's very interesting when mech players go bio. Whoa, what is Doctor doing? faking a one base all in, I guess.
Are we in the same game? Oh, by mining that out, you mean?
Yeah, he's gonna expand down there, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's the play. Is we're on one base, right? But you really mined out the back. Oh, maybe not. He's sending it across. Maybe he's gonna. I don't know what he's going for. He hasn't taken gas yet, though, which implies he's just gonna. He's not going gas first, at least. He's gonna hardwall. I don't get it.
He's taking Crep's expansion? Or is he just going to proxy there? He doesn't have gas, so what's he going to proxy?
Oh wait, that's not a barracks, that's an eBay. This is a PF rush. I've solved the puzzle.
Do you know the PF rush is my standard TVP build on the ladder?
Is it really?
Yeah.
Does it work?
It's about 50%
Wow.
against Protoss, yeah. Which is a lot better than my macro builds versus Protoss, that's for sure.
Do people ever just hold position and a worker underneath it and make you sad?
Yes, but rarely. Because I kind of distract in their main base at the same time I'm floating in the PF. I PF the natural, I don't PF the main.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I basically just force a one base on one base by killing his natural, and then Terran just slaughters Protoss when it's one base on one base.
Doctor needs to send some SCVs. Because you want to have like 5 workers to repair the PF as it morphs, right?
Yeah, I mean, if he pulls probes, there's almost nothing you can do to save it. But if you have workers, they can repair, but the other good trick, if you want to put it right in his main, is immediately build inch bays around your command center. Just take his way as much surface area as possible.
That's funny. I haven't seen that before.
Oh, he's mining his own way out. Is he gonna get vision of it? No, not yet. But soon. Yeah, like if you put an inch bay on 3 sides of it and then put it up against like a gateway or something on the other side, then there's not enough surface area to kill it with workers anymore. He's not even picking up the one worker he has.
Well, fortunately, Crip's opening the door for him.
He's not gonna be able to land because of the mining workers.
Land it somewhere. Go.
He's gonna be able to land it. No workers pulled yet. Okay, no, he has no chance. 100% pulled. You have to lift it now just to save it. This is another reason why you don't want to PF rush the main. Because if you do the natural, they're less likely to like think to pull the workers. Too late, he's gonna lose it. Now he's pulling workers. This was, I don't think, a well thought out build.
Is that the game? Unclear.
No, he's gonna expand the Crypt's third base, so...
Oh. If at first you don't succeed, try again.
You distract him with one planet.
I'm like now wondering, could I beat Crypt with my Terran from this position? Probably.
Yeah, I think so. You got a wall off. That can buy you a little bit of time.
I don't really know what to say about this game. Failed PF rush is not a very good way to start.
And like, it's not like Golden Wall gives any sort of advantage to the PF rush.
No.
Like, I feel like that wasn't taking advantage of digging out the back entrance early.
Yeah, I mean, I
If
guess
you want to expand one of those bases, then it would make more sense.
I get.
PF rush, you can do that on any map.
I guess he was thinking it can't be found while it's building. Right.
Yeah.
Because usually you build it like somewhere, and if they scout it, they just kill the SCV, and you're sad. All right, here's PF Rush 2, Electric Boogaloo.
But again, no workers to repair. You may get distracted by killing Doctor on the other side.
By winning the game. Winning the game is very distracting.
Oh, that CV's the other side of the map. Mine from your planetary. Got the bunker up.
The PF is gonna finish.
Yeah, Kerp is totally not looking at the minimap. There's no attack warning, right? So if you're not getting an attack warning, you're probably not looking at the map.
Yeah.
At least in lower leagues.
Oh, he has the bunker upgrade. Alright.
Which means his planetary also has +2 armor. Because they combine those two upgrades.
Oh, bunker upgrade and building armor are the same thing?
Yeah, because no one built the bunker upgrade in 10 years of Starcraft 2.
Because it was bad.
Yeah.
The only person that
What
built
makes
it...
the bunker good is not how much its capacity is. It's the fact that it soaks up hit points.
Yeah.
I had one build at one time where I used to get the bunker upgrade. I'd do like a timing push and take out the Protoss's main base and then contain him. And if he went for Storm, then I would get the bunker upgrade so I could hide more Marines and bunkers on the low ground. It's the only time I ever found a use for it.
I think Doctor's actually kind of ahead now.
Yeah.
He's gonna lose his natural
He's definitely
CC.
panicking. He's building 3 shield batteries that are going to do nothing to help him.
Especially when high sec's done. Oh, there's a tank.
Yeah.
Here comes Mr. Tank to help this. Oh, but we're making Void Race.
Yeah, PF Rush and Cyclones is the way to go. They go hand in hand. The Cyclones do well versus everything Protoss has in small numbers. And the PF Rush to make sure the game stays in small numbers. I think that's a handle a bit there. There we go. PF is down, but it did his job. Kill the base.
Did. There's another CC
PF
building
number
here.
3 is going to get spotted.
Yeah, this is a fail.
It's too bad that these bases are on the natural walking path across the map. Otherwise, they'd be good proxy locations. Alright, can he hold? He's got the triple bunker wall, which will not finish in time. He'll have one tank. If he sieges it up, it might be enough to scare him away.
He has a Void Ray.
Second tank, 6 Marines, 2 missile turrets. The bunker's gonna finish. At least all the SCVs now, maybe. Okay, he's good. The game continues. Kerpa's like, oh, I like that spot where you have the command center. Oh, my Nexus there.
Alright, I felt like Doctor had like made a comeback when he killed the natural, and then he like over-invested into his memes, and now he's dead again.
I mean, he got cancelled on the command center, right? He didn't lose it, did he?
I don't remember, but it doesn't really matter. Because he did not transition with the money that he could have used to transition.
There's always the hope of mech. Like, will your opponent run all their units into a meat grinder? And he's got upgraded bunkers. I mean, those are just cool. Unfortunately, the armor upgrade on structures doesn't mean a whole lot versus Protoss. Unless they're attacking with adepts or something.
It helps against Zealots too, because they have 2 attacks.
Yeah, but not in the way it helps versus Marines and Zerglings.
Hmm.
Where it basically turns them off once you get the +2 armor.
This Marine just walked right by the prism. Oh, Cryptius has charge. He's already won. He's won his mental struggle against remembering charge.
Both worker counts are very, very low.
Yeah. I mean, usually we would be in
Because-
late game right now, right? But this is just like mid game.
Grip has 2 fresh bases and no workers, and then he's got 2 bases that are like double saturation. Okay, now he's fixing it. This will immediately double his economy just by transferring these workers over. Grip always brings a warp prism before he attacks the back, not realizing that he can just like walk up the back entrance.
Yeah, but now he can reinforce.
Here's the warp prism.
Rip.
Gone.
Oh yeah, because he has high sec. The turret range is huge.
Does he have high sec or what? He
does.
does, yeah. He got both structure upgrades. It's funny. You're really committing to the PF rush. You can get the upgrades out. But... oh, the tank can't get out.
I love how the tank totally looks like it can fit too.
I don't like the inconsistency of terrain blockers.
Why is Cryptius making Tempest? What is happening? What is this? Batteries and warp ends and Tempest.
Upgraded planetary if he starts repairing it. No, why'd you cancel? It's like 98% done. You totally could have held that with your... Mortal's on 1 hit point. Survived. I think he panicked and cancelled. With that PF up, I mean the pylon goes down. And then with no shield batteries.
Man, I haven't seen Tempest in a game of Starcraft in so long. Crypt ties it up 2-2 because Doctor tried to do a meme again. Has any of Doctor's memes worked?
Well, he lost his mech build, so he may felt that he was at the disadvantage. But he's playing for the fans.
Oh.
I think I told him once that I was having success with PF Rush on the ladder. So maybe he just thought that's all he needed to know. Made a PF. I like the days that Nexus could overcharge. Because then sometimes I'd have games where it'd be like Planetary and Nexus fighting each other.
I don't think Doctor was
So much
aware.
to-
He was like, oh wait, I made it 2-2? Thought I was being nice and giving him a map. Alright, so the last map of the Authors Tournament will be on good old Purity and Industry, which is like one of the worst maps ever made, but, you know.
I ain't sure if I've ever played it before. I'll have to see.
It was so bad that they had to patch it when it first came out to make it symmetrical, because it wasn't.
How do you even make a map that's not symmetrical?
That's a great question.
Because I'm pretty sure the way the map making works is you make half a map, but then you just flip it.
Yeah,
And then the map's complete.
you would think that, wouldn't you? Oops.
Like I literally thought that was the only way you could make a ladder map.
I clicked balance test mod instead of game heart. Thank you to Yama for pointing it out.
Yep, I'll jump in.
Doesn't really matter because balance test mod just puts us on the current patch, but having game heart is nice.
I never get to play the balance test mod because every time I try to queue it up, like when they have it active on the ladder, just no one else is there. Never get an opponent.
Or I'll get people and they'll see my GM border and they'll be like, I hate you, and then they'll leave and I'll be like, I just want to play on the balance map.
I feel like you don't learn much even when you do get to play too. Because you want to learn how like the new stuff works against standard. But the other person's trying to play with the new stuff too, so no one's playing standard. Alright.
For real this time.
Caribbean industry.
Yep.
It even sounds just from the name that it's a dumb map.
Alright.
Oh, this map.
Yeah, with the slow zone, air speed inhibitor things. And the corner gold base.
I was actually excited about this map. I had this build idea where I could take 4 bases really quick versus Zerg, and all I did was die every single time. I think I went like 1 in 9 versus Zerg, and then I gave up.
Sad. Alright. So, spawning up here. Did a silly build last game. We have the Doctor. Do you want to introduce Cryptius?
Yeah, sure. And spawning at the 3 o'clock position, we have the red Protoss. It is Crit. Sorry, just days there just thinking about my losses on this map.
I vetoed
For
this
some
map.
reason, though, people always never take the watchtower on this map. It seems like such a good watchtower to take, but just from my experience, it was always available to take, and no one would ever challenge it.
Yeah, this map is just bad. There's so much wrong with it. It's like the expansion pattern's really awkward, the air zones aren't helpful, the island is dumb, the gold base is dumb.
It feels like you're playing League of Legends and you can only fight in one lane. Because you don't really expand outwards in all directions. It's like you kind of have to do this like horseshoe around the map just because of the way it's built. So it feels like everything just happens on one path, attack path, which is, I think, is really dumb.
Yeah, I don't know how this map made it into the pool personally. I don't think it's very good. Right, Doctor doing a cheeky eBay block at the natural.
And there's no Zealot, so Enjbay will be there for a while. Looks like he's just going to take his third instead. And on this map, this third is honestly might be better than the natural because of the weird pathing. Oh, we got the SCV down too.
He did.
CV number 2.
This is like a pretty good mech map. Oh, my voice is dying. Too much talking.
Yeah.
Not used to all this talking. I'm a player, not a caster.
I was actually getting some success near the end with this map by like not expanding in a typical order. Like I felt like if you get like this base over here. Okay, I'm not allowed to ping. But like one of the really far forward bases, you can kind of hold the high ground. and then you can kind of collapse backwards and expand easily that way.
What I've seen,
Because otherwise with mech, it's just really hard to ever like each new base you have to take. It seems like impossible to push out.
what I've seen Terrans do on this map is they take the normal natural, but they take the island as their third against Zerg. Because Zerg, mutas aren't that common, so Zerg doesn't have really good tools to punish that third base. And then you take the close by air base to your main as your fourth, and then you have like tank position on the high ground to defend it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing versus Zerg. That didn't work for me.
Oh,
Just try to take those 4 bases as fast as possible. And since I PF my natural and a single siege tank on the high ground, and then with that 1 tank, I can establish 4 bases pretty safely.
you just got like flooded out of the game trying.
No, I would get it up, but just again, the map is so awkward from that point forward. It was hard to push out. Like I couldn't really attack at multiple angles like I like to do, just because of the no fly zone.
Yeah, I don't like the no-fly zones. Because they don't really prevent doom drops in the way that the map maker wanted them to. They just make it annoying. Like, you still need units in your main to defend the drops. So it just, like, makes the map less fun and have less options, I feel like.
It was weird. Maybe if I tried it out more, I'd find, like, if I can find all the disadvantages for me, then I can probably find the disadvantages for my opponent. I probably should give it more of a chance, but I just decided that I'd take this map and thumbs it down.
Yeah, so Doctor's playing 2-port Banshee. And he's losing
It's,
lots of SCVs to 3 Stalkers.
yeah, it's gonna do them all because we'll be trying to retreat.
There's a Cyclone now, but...
Cyclone should be enough versus these stalkers if they don't have blink. If they don't.
He isn't making more... He didn't start more Banshees right away. I guess he's really broke because he couldn't mine the gas off of his natural like he wanted to.
Oh, Hyperflight Riders too. Wouldn't be Doctor unless he went total meme. Oh, blink finished. He missed his opportunity to kill his 3 stalkers.
He's actually killed a lot of workers with these Stalkers already. 12 have died.
Oh, that's hilarious. He blinked, but he didn't blink outside of range. With the lock held.
Oh, the Cyclone is dead though. He's
So,
got...
did you know that Banshees are cost effective and supply effective versus stalkers?
I did know that because I have lost to Ruff's Banshees before. I think it was Ruff. I don't know. I lost to some Mech Memers Banshees. Alright.
People forget that Banshees are light units, so a lot of the stalkers' damage doesn't count for anything against them.
Alright, here comes the Banshees to gut the eco. Crypt has an obs now. He doesn't have a ton of stalkers, and he's floating a lot of money. This is not looking good for Cryptius. He's taking so much probe damage. He's still up in workers though. But I feel like the worker losses are not about to stop for him.
Like, can Doctor fix up what's going on at his home? Get his mining going and stuff while he's doing all this. He really needs to get that 3rd and 4th gas mining. He's walled in by a siege tank.
The Banshees are probably going to find the 3rd base soon, which Crypt took as his natural. There's so many workers there to kill too. Oh, here he comes. He doesn't have cloak, but the stalkers are not really in position. They're coming down. I guess they'll be here kind of in time. Shoot it! Shoot it! Oh my goodness, he let it live. Very nice of him. Very kind. Alright, Banshee dies finally.
I like that he's staying with the Banshees. I don't think Crypt is going to get Phoenix. And as long as you can match him in economy, Banshees alone will win this against him.
The mech players that go mass Banshee, if they see Phoenixes, they just hard switch into Thors. It's so annoying.
Is that the answer? I usually hard switch into the next game.
No, you just make Thors and they can't fight you. Thors are so good.
And I guess you keep them in the original mode, right? So they do the bonus delay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you just get like 4 or 5 of them and then push with Banshee Thor Protoss instead. Cryptius has a lot of gateways and not a lot of units.
Looking good. He gets those Banshees in the main working on workers. There he goes. And this is going to be it for the probe count.
Yeah, Crypt's eco is gone.
On top of that, these Banshees can kill Stalkers.
Kill,
Not that many.
they can kill Nexuses too.
Ozone.
Oh, poor Cryptius. He's only at 19 probes now.
I wish he didn't build all the 20 gateways. Now.
Up, it's battlecruiser time.
Oh, I should stick to Banshees. Stalkers can kill VCs, they can't kill Banshees.
Yeah, it's actually kind of... It's just Banshee DPS is so good. They actually melt Stalkers.
And the armor type as well. The quadruple observer scout coming in.
Yep. Stalkers are pushing across, but the Banshees are probably just going to fly back into the main.
But if he's switching to DCs, he could die here. How many Banshee Stalkers is that? Not that many.
Not enough. He killed the third, which is cool and all, but he's losing his main to the 4 Banshees. And the recall's not going to finish.
Nope.
He has 1 cannon in his natural, but the Banshees could probably just kill it.
+2 armor.
Alright, Crypt is at a whopping 12 workers now. He's lost his main. He's like hardly mining.
One more goes down.
This is the end of Cryptius. He had a very good run in this tournament, considering, like, I think a lot of players were favored over him. I think he's only, like, platinum. There was a few diamond players in the tournament.
Yeah, but I mean, his macro is definitely solid. You never saw him like fall really far behind in economy at the start, just from silly things.
Yeah, I don't think he can win from here.
Definitely not.
I don't think I could win from here. It's like 4 battle cruisers.
Yep. Triple scan.
I love how he has 3 observers and Doctor is natural. Like, he really knows everything in this
3
one
observers at home,
location.
too. The 6 observer build.
Oh no, he's 4 at home. Oh my god, it's 7. 7 observers. They're all like in one place, basically.
Yeah, I know he doesn't have any map vision either. Just 7 observers. But you will definitely not get caught with cloak banshees not being detected.
BCs going to contribute here, or are they just going to watch? I feel like Doctor's playing with his food a little.
Yeah. He wants to win with like 20 battle cruisers, I think.
So, Doctor made a planetary on the island. What are your thoughts about this?
I like it versus Zerg.
I guess it kills Nidus networks.
Yeah. Or kill what comes out of Nidus networks. Anything else, if you really just want to secure the island, you do with missile turrets.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can deny drops from getting in. Or mutas. Or void rays or whatever area. But even if you're going to make it a planetary, you don't make it a planetary right away. Not until your opponent knows about the island. Back down to 20 probes.
He has 7 battle cruisers with 2 more in the way, and he's done nothing with them.
I think you saw that Reddit post where someone jumps 200 supply of BCs on top of Raptors. Yeah, I wouldn't do that too.
Wait, did the BCs...
He has to know he's won the game, right? He can't actually think that he has to play defensive, I wouldn't think.
I feel like he's gotta know, right?
Because he's always in there. He's seeing the probe count over and over again.
Yeah, he's seen all the probes die. How many has he killed? Let's see. 76.
That's it? Actually, I killed more than that. One tank, no planetary. I think he's gonna lose. Force to lift his face again.
If only he had, like, a bunch of capital ships that could defend this base from these stalkers. Oh, here they come.
Yeah, but can they beat 5 Azuras?
Oh no, all the observers are dead.
There was a battle cruiser nerf that was never listed in any of the patches. But there was a time where if you modeled a stalker, there was nothing the stalker could do to avoid it. Didn't matter if he blinked away, or it didn't even matter if he recalled away. And then at some point they changed that silently. Now you can blink and cancel the model.
Oh, finally a GG from Cryptius. Alright, so that makes the Doctor the champion. As he was kind of expected to do.
Yeah, very well done. Brought us the memes and still secured the victory.
Alright, I have been... Help. Banshees!
I hate Banshees!
Make phoenixes!
You
Yeah,
should try making an observer.
Or like many cannons at every base. It's also good.
yeah. I tried to get cannons, but the time I got that, I was just so low on workers that it just didn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Congrats, dude.
Congrats, Doctor.
No, well, thank you. I don't know if I deserve that last win. You played pretty well. I thought I was going to die, but I just barely managed to get enough Banshees out, so...
Yeah, it's just... I got over to your base and there's nothing there, so what the hell was happening? And it's like suddenly Banshees turned up, and it's like, oh god.
Oh no. Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw the Twilight Council, and I thought you were going to blink in with like 80 stalkers. I'm like, well, if you have any... I'm just going to hope you don't get a detection.
Yeah.
And I'll fend it off with a few Banshees, hopefully, with any luck.
Yeah, I should have gone for the cannons earlier. If I'd have done that, then I possibly would have held it. But yeah, by the time I decided to go for cannons, then like it was too late. I just had not enough workers, and then your battle cruisers jumped in, and yeah, that was that. No, well played, man. That was good.
Yeah, no, what about you too?
Alright.
You did really well.
I'm gonna end the stream now because it has been 4 hours and I'm tired. But
Yeah, thank
Okay.
you very much for casting and hosting the entire show, man. That was brilliant.
Thanks, Jax.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
problem. Congrats on the win, Doctor.
Thanks.
Cool.
Is there anyone cool to host? All right, I'm gonna host a friend of mine who's streaming Starcraft.
Awesome. All right. Well, I need to get some food. Yeah. Cheers, guys. That was a lot of fun tournament.
Oh wait,
anyway.
I don't have
It was-
permission.
it was a lot of
I don't
fun.
have permission. Cryptius, are you logged?
Yeah.
Are you logged into the account?
Give me 2 minutes. I'm not logged into the account. I just need to log out and log back in.
Do that raid that I just sent you.
Yeah, will do.
All right, I'm out of here. Have a good one, guys.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Catch you in a bit.
All right, I don't want to end the stream until we do the raid because otherwise the viewers will vanish.
Yep, 1 second. So, okay, so it's going in 6 seconds,
Excellent. All right, I will turn off the stream then.
and we're raiding.